Look at that. Welcome back, everyone, to another installment of Bards of New York, episode session number 5 of the Regolus Evolution campaign. Before we get much further, I feel like we need to address the not one but two fabulous elephants in the room.
Elephants.
Is that a fat joke?
Yeah, great. Let's if I'm gonna cut that right off there. There's nowhere to go with that.
No. Keep going.
Please. We have two new faces here, two friendly faces at the table. One familiar, one a newfound friend of the show.
Just found him off the street.
Yeah. Dragged in off the streets of New York.
Yeah.
It's the Minshew invasion today. Introduce yourselves, friends, for new listeners.
You know him, you love him. He's given his bank information out online before during a stream. It's Woody Minshew, everybody. Back from being a busboy, I'm now here and a homeboy.
Right.
I'm back in my room. I pooped in my toilet with my squatty potty. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sexy. I'm feeling free, and I'm back, baby.
Oh God.
That was about as concise as you'd ever expect.
And that's it for this week.
I feel like I did a good job there.
I think you
That
did,
was very good. Did you plan
And
that?
we
Was
wish that
going
he
in
could
your
have-
No,
script?
that was right off the dome, just like off the dot.
We wish he could have
Okay.
stayed longer, but that was the end.
That was the end, you guys. Thank you.
The
Yeah,
rest-
that's
Race-
Bards of
Finally.
New York is now done.
No, we'll still do.
Oh.
Okay,
And
and
introduce.
The favorite Minshew. I
Wow,
will.
that
I
was
will claim that.
disagree.
No, it's true.
Oh, that was Ava.
that's
Oh,
it. That's
okay.
it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh yeah, that's 100%.
Where
is
Yeah.
Ava?
She's trying to make a nest in our
producer.
sound crew.
Oh.
You gonna
Introduce
say
yourself,
Oh,
you
sorry.
dingus.
Yes. Well, yes, I am the favorite Minshew, other than Ava. Obviously, I can't compete with her because she's the cutest. But I'm the favorite. I am Miles. I'm the youngest. So I got yoinked around a lot growing up with these two yahoos. So I'm ready to do
And
this.
so we yoinked him over here to play Bart.
Yep,
to play
exactly.
D&D.
And we're all just yoinking off together around this table.
No, we're not.
Ah, with my brothers. Thank you very
Familial
much.
yoinking.
Yeah, you know.
You know, some good old.
Not the
What a ding
familiar
ding
yoinking.
ding ding
Define
ding
yoink.
ding ding.
You define yoink. That's what I thought.
You pervert.
Wow.
Jesus.
This spiraled out of control much faster than I should have ever
You
expected.
should not. You should have.
I opened the
expected
floor
this.
and I never should have done that.
Yeah.
Well, the truth of it is, this is great. I'm so happy to see 5 faces around this table. We haven't had this since what, January?
Yeah, one Wario.
One warrior.
One wide.
So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for jumping in here and diving right back into Regolus. And it's only gonna get crazier from here. It's been crazy already, and I have a feeling that the vibes are only gonna get better and better after today.
My tropical vibes.
Tropical vibes.
So, with that sort of topping us off here, just a few quick announcements.
At the top off.
You heard what I said. Basic announcements. First of all, you definitely, and I mean this now more than ever, need to jump on our Discord. If you are fans of us in any way or are looking to sort of check us out more than just this stream, jump on our Discord. The link should be somewhere down below on our channel. And I say this because a staple of our home game has now made its way to our new Guards Discord. And this is a brainchild of you, Kyle. Would you like to speak on that for a moment?
Yes. So when we were playing during the pandemic on the Zoom, it was just a general thing that started to happen where we would, as Woody would be DMing, we would send gifts to each other over Discord, and then slowly I started to do recaps of episodes of sessions in that manner. So now I'm going to be GIF recapping our Bards episodes. I'll probably at some point do like a GIF recap of the entirety of campaign 1 so
Oh,
far.
that'd be so good.
Oh my literal
so-
god.
It'd be nice
Look out
to,
for that.
to do that for our sakes to get
Yeah.
reacquainted.
Oh yeah,
right? So,
yeah. I'm gonna have to do some research.
So big. That's hours of work.
I'm gonna condense
Let's
it.
do the skim a little bit.
It's gonna be an outline. The point is to hit funny moments and to make as many pop culture references as possible. So another reason to check out our Discord.
Absolutely, it's only going to grow for me. It's a cumulative, right? It's a gift snowball.
Yes.
It only gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Picking up bodies as it goes downhill.
Do we all say GIF at this table?
Yeah.
GIF.
Yes, it's the only way.
And you know, it's not a.
Why are y'all looking at me like that?
Well, you
You're
didn't
the only
speak.
one who didn't agree.
In
I've
so
said
many-
the word give multiple
Okay.
times
Okay.
today.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
You
great.
just
You
didn't
think-
say anything in that moment, and we
You
were
think
ready
we
to fight.
move in with Drew if he said GIF?
I mean, I'm not.
There are things that are tomato
Listen.
tomato if you say GIF, you're simply wrong.
You're just
Yeah,
wrong.
I can go with two different.
I will accept GIF if you, as the person saying that word, also says graphic.
Yeah, because that's how acronyms work.
Right? Great. Join our Discord. Trying to think of any other thing. Again, if you feel so inclined, you're more than welcome to stick it to Jeff Bezos and subscribe to our Twitch through Amazon Prime subs. It's a great way to hit two birds with one stone, keeping up with us and sticking it to the man.
Neosis.
And again, part of our regular announcements now, check out one of our friends of the show, Legends of Alos, on Sunday at 3 to see our one and only Hannah Minshew here as a regular on the stream. Now at this point. Any other things that I've missed today? Any other announcements to get us going before we dive back in?
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts.
Okay. So, before we dive right back in, our weekly tradition will now fall to our guest, Miles Minshew, to pull the tarot card.
Ooh.
That was real ass thunder.
Set the mood. Oh. That was fake.
That was fake thunder.
That was real ass thunder.
Yeah, you're trapped. You're trapped. It was the vacant gaze to my country needs me.
I didn't know what it's like to sit
I wish
next to me.
in like the background you just fucking like sat
for a while.
what's the younger brother?
Oh,
in Game
you
of
pull a
Thrones?
Tom and Baratheon.
Tom and just like dipped.
Alright, let's do it. Pull a
Miles,
card.
I'm gonna have you pull a card here.
Ooh.
And these cards, this has been dwindling down since the first campaign. I've not added any back to the stock from the very, very beginning. Flip it.
Ooh, Dorian.
we got here?
Oh.
The Chariot.
Father Dorian.
Momentum gathers, and it's the Chariot heralds. The Chariot heralds is rarely ever stoppable. You can change its course, perhaps, but the momentum is moving at a pace now that we may not be able to stop. So more of that snowball, right? The snowball continues to hurtle down the hill. That's the vibe that the Chariot brings, and that is the vibe that shall overhang. Yeah, we can keep it right by the Oreos. The Chariot Oreos.
That is, they're unstoppable.
Yeah, literally an unstoppable force will make you an immovable object. There we go, it was a slow one. With the Chariot racing ahead, we will dive right back into the world and surrounding realms of Regolus Prime for episode 5 here. I'm not going to give a complete and full summary of last session because a lot of ridiculous shit
Check out the
happened
Discord.
last
Check out the
session. Yeah, there is an
Discord.
excellent summary for you right there. So all I'll say is where we exactly left off after, as I said earlier today, after a series of events that involved getting lost in the woods, exchanging artifacts with weird visitors, being transported to distant lands, and making deals with a mysterious entity, our party, Earth, Wind, and Fire, has found themselves on the edge of a wide set of plains, grassland, and scrubland that lead out and up towards the auspices of the Dragonspine Mountains, the kingdom of the Dragonkin, known as the Yokaric Empire. Yokaris being the Draconic word for dragon. And of course, these Dragonspine Mountains not only house all of the Dragonkin cities and civilization, the great city of Graxus being one of them, but your destination, the goal that you set out here, Dragonhorn. These twin peaks that sort of meet in a valley in between where Ishtava directed Terra to venture forth and direct their attention to see if there were any vestiges or clues of the last member of the God-Killer Coven yet to hunt, the Relic. So that's where we've headed, but of course, bisecting this field is this large military blockade. This, huge wall of wooden stakes reaching about, 8 feet up into the air, maybe more, that span pretty much as far as the eye can see to the left or the right. Behind which you can spy and hear the telltale signs of a fairly sizable or decently reinforced military encampment. You can see large flying reptilian creatures doing hops every now and then. 2 of them are circling above the encampment. There are guards posted around the whole wall. And on this side of the wall, you can see nestled along the wall, more so gathered around the front gate, the opening, but dotted along the way are travelers, adventurers, much like yourselves. Wow, that is really.
We might need to close the
That's
window.
going
How's it
down.
sound, Drew?
Chat, do we have anyone who can hear
Can
any
you hear the
any
storm?
rain?
Doesn't sound that bad.
It's just some ambience.
No one's yelling at us, so I'm assuming we're probably okay.
If the rainstorm
It
gets
sounds
too
like
loud,
white noise.
Gaz, it sounds like shit. Tell us.
Wow, that's nice and atmospheric.
Yeah, it sounds like white
Uh,
noise. I can crack them a little.
Yeah, if we want to venture that again, the blessings and because it's kind of nice to have that. But in any case, there are other travelers and adventurers, maybe refugees, maybe civilians, clearly in stages of discontent and unrest, lining the walls of this encampment, being barred from entry. And for the three of you, this is a good few hundred feet away across the plains, as you have just breached the confines of the northern tip of the Calatian Wild. Well, really, it was the Heart Wilds that you were coming out of. And that is where we begin. Spying the Dragonspine Mountains off in the distance, Dragonhorn on the far horizon, but this military encampment, this blockade, barring your path. Okay? So it's the morning still. It's cloudy outside. The English would call it bright. The sun is clearly shining strongly, but far off and covered by a veil of clouds to just have this nebulous, bright grey light simmering above you. The winds whipping through the plains as they usually do. Nothing oppressive, but present, ever present. And with those winds are carried the sounds of metal on metal, of distant shouts, of orders and commands, screeches from these two creatures circling in the air above the encampment, and the distant murmurs of the people lining the blockade. The floor is open.
This sucks.
I kind of stop my horse, Precious.
Pushed by no by
Did I stutter?
No, yeah.
Let's see if we can pass. Maybe if we explain that we're with the coalition.
That might help.
I mean, we've kind of gathered a bit of a reputation, so.
We're
I'm
kind
sure,
of a big
I'm sure
deal.
they'll know, most likely.
All right. I guess I'll lead the way. Come on, Precious.
All right, Drew.
Right, I love it and I hate it. So the three of you, just with you sort of leading that triangle, venturing across the plains, you want to go straight up there towards the blockade to the main gate?
Yeah, I'm looking for like an officer or somebody who looks like they're fairly in charge. They're not just like some dude hanging.
Okay.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally see that. Okay. You head across these plains. The wind's coming in from the east, rolling across the fields here. And as you guys are going along, again, you've got a few hundred feet here. Can the three of you please roll me a perception check?
Yes. Absolutely.
First roll of the night. I rolled super low. That's fine, because I have a large perception.
I thought
you were
you
gonna
said
say
something else.
prostate.
I was waiting for it as well. Oh man, that's funny. Okay.
I have an enlarged prostate.
Jesus.
Nice.
Nice.
I need to go to a doctor.
I'm in danger.
Cannot.
Oh my god, this is chaos.
26.
26?
17.
17?
26.
Perfect. Everyone's doing very well.
Cuties.
Yeah, you're just, as you're going across, not only are you scanning the immediate horizon and hearing all the sounds of this encampment you're approaching, but your eyes are obviously glancing up towards the Dragonspines and Dragonhorn, where your eventual destination is. Very visible on the horizon. It's far enough away that it's still very visible, save for the fact that none of the peaks of the area surrounding particularly Dragonhorn are visible. The mountain known as Graxus, which houses the city of Graxus, the largest mountain on Regolus, is visible further northeast up the spines here. But down into the sort of more southern part of these mountains, where you've got Dragonhorn being the prominent feature here, all of the peaks of these mountaintops are completely overclouded, and not just by these bright grey clouds, by dark, sort of charcoal grey storm clouds. You can't see any rain in the distance, you can't see any lightning, but they flicker almost as if lightning flashed within the clouds themselves. This dull, almost pastel green, and it's just in that one pocket. And maybe every now and then with the 26s, you might notice that every now and then with a corresponding with a sort of rumble of pale green light within the clouds, a wisp of cloud or ether or wind might trail down towards Dragonhorn every now and then. And it happens at least more than once as you're crossing this field. Yeah.
Okay. As we're going, have we ever encountered any magics of that nature or color, or like does it have
You
a
are more than
distinct
willing
signature?
to roll me an intelligence saving throw, a memory check.
A mem check? Thanks
Mem
for
check.
the mems.
That's a direct steal from you, Woody. You had us do that at some point.
Oh, the wisdom saving throw?
I use intelligence, but yeah,
Yeah.
that concept, the memory check, I like it a lot.
It's like 3.5 holdover of just
Yeah.
you're being a dummy.
It's like, let me
help
give you a little hint.
That's a
without-
21.
21? You've seen something that looks like it once, that sort of wispy, pale green magic, and you haven't spent a ton of time studying it, but it is the magic that surrounds this little squat beings, the insectoid beings known as krill.
I let
Denizens
my
of the swamps way down southwest.
Okay.
The literal southwest peak of the continent.
I let my party know that.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing or saying as you go, or just sort of focus on the task?
I'm gonna make myself look super cute.
Like super cute within your own, with Terra's confines, or completely giving yourself a
Within
new cute-
Terra's, she's just like turning on. She's a beautiful woman, and so she's gonna just like
Toss,
turn.
toss.
She just had a really bad dream, so she's gotta like kind of.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go.
The switch goes on, right?
Yeah.
Like we're in second circle.
She's in politician mode.
Right. Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Hate myself.
As the three of you get much closer, now following the beginnings of this sort of dirt path that bisects a portion of this field and leads up towards the encampment, the blockade that you're heading towards, you can hear more and more of a lot of the discontent from the groups of people scattered around the edges of the blockade. It's, all kinds, mostly dragonborn and kobolds, frankly, few goblins here and there, groups that maybe look like they're also adventurers, the more heavily armored ones, and what's the word? Sort of erratically armored, that they're wearing gear that none of it matches and it's all from different pieces. The groups that are clearly travelers or adventurers of some kind. Small pockets of those of all kinds, but the bulk of the people here, the ones in civilian garbs, in just robes and tunics and things, mostly dragonkin. Of one shade or another. And you can hear just a lot of chatter. There's a lot of constant murmur. It's hard to tell without specific direction what they're particularly talking about. None of it sounds elated. It's not like you're riding up to a party here, right? What you're looking for specifically, an officer, somebody to talk to, pretty evident. There are two individuals right standing on either side of the main gate that is open. It's just like a sort of like a a Japanese torii, the like henge gate sort of thing, but made out of the same like dark brown wood as the rest of the blockade is, right in the middle of the blockade here. Two of them. One, this blue dragonborn, another red, both in the same like dappled greenish laced copper armor with a slate blue-grey half cloak. It's clearly some kind of a uniform here. One of them with some kind of pendant on, the other with some sort of armament at the hip here. And these two are in conversation right up with at the main gate with 2 other people. You can overhear as you approach the blue Dragonborn, the one with the armament on the hip, say something to the effect of, "Look, nothing's changed. I wish I could tell you a different answer, but it's the same as it was yesterday, it's the same as it was the day before that. There's no movement on our end, and so there will be no movement on yours." And they're speaking to the 2 people in front of them, who, as opposed to me describing them, I would have you describe yourselves.
Oh my god!
You first.
Paint us a word picture.
He's about 6 feet tall, blue. He's got
Describing me.
very limited clothing on because he wants to show off his stacked body. He's dragonborn, so he's got blue scales all over him. And he's wielding a trident.
Picture Jason Momoa, but Dragonborn.
But blue.
But blue.
You
And
see
fire.
Lightning.
a woman. She is pretty well armored, but as you can see the armor, you see how there's these little like almost like bits of like maybe a piece of splint has been replaced by some kind of a precious metal that is like to replace the item, and like it's almost like a hobbled together splint mail that has all this etching along it of these like large islands in the ocean. Has this kind of copper, like tarnished copper, kind of like greenish bronze. How when it kind of turns greenish, that like kind of dark green hair, but then this like also kind of red auburn as well. That kind of comes down into a braid and like a mohawk sort of braid moment. Mm-hmm. And 2 things that you really do notice is just this set of horns that kind of come out and up, right, kind of out her head, but seemingly mostly human, and piercings on lips, nose, ears, everywhere. Many piercings. No tattoos that you can see, but piercings everywhere of these gold and platinum and precious metals. And you see a large ornate shield kind of just like strapped to their back and holding just this kind of large barnacle encrusted harpoon looking spear, and just kind of leaning on it as arguing with this person.
It's the same answer today as it was yesterday, same answer as the day before. There's no movement on our end, so there'll be no movement on yours. I'm sorry, there really is nothing.
Now, you've been giving me this goddamn bullshit is to run around for day after day. And you know what? We just want to go on ahead over these goddamn wall over here. Why are you leaving? Sit back down on the table, damn it. Now, Ahkki, can you reason with this man? Or, I'm sorry, person? What do you identify as person?
As I told you when we first met, Dragoon 3rd Class, Garavestrix Nerixio.
Oh my god, alright. Gardavetrix. Ahkki, can you talk
Sir
to these
will
people?
Do.
Sir?
Sir, what do we need to do for you to help us?
Unless you can single-handedly quell some sort of incursion here, there is nothing you can do. We went over this. We're going to go over this. I'm happy for you to check in with us.
Do you have your... Where the hell's your goddamn manager? I hate doing it. I feel like an asshole for doing it, but I want to ask because I feel like you're just giving us the runaround.
Is your character's name Karen?
No!
It's Karen.
What? I'm sorry, who are you? And I look over to this group that's kind of
They're
obviously...
just like rolling up right behind you.
like walking up
I was just
behind.
whispering in Terra's ear.
Fucking Karen.
Hi, I'm sorry to bother you all. You seem like you're in a very serious conversation. And we're with the Coalition, and we're looking to gain passage through your blockade. Is there anything we can help you with before we pass through?
I'm sorry, we were in line. I mean, go right on ahead. That's good.
You're just passing through this area? You haven't heard?
No, sorry, we've been on the road working for the coalition.
The red one with the pendant sort of steps forward. Dragoon 3rd Class Erthe Vastri.
Enchanting to meet you. My name is Terra.
Terra with the coalition, indeed. Unfortunately, despite your governmental allegiances, there is nothing we can do. This area is impassable for anyone on outside business. There has been an event just north of here.
I'm gonna pause you right there. What's the event?
That's classified information.
We may be searching for the same thing, my friend.
We could help.
We have been told of a... Does it have anything to do with a cult up in the mountains?
Can't speak on a cult or not.
Do you want the situation figured out or not?
That's not for me to say. It's a rather sensitive question, and all I can tell you is that there is no time for this now.
How would it affect you if we just kind of like walked past?
I am telling you what the policy is. There's
No, like, I mean, like, we're just having a conversation. I'm just saying, like, what? There must be a reason. Obviously, like, you guys have a reason for this, of course. So, like, what would be the reason for me not just to be able to just kind of, we will circumnavigate whatever the spat's going on, because our destination lies yonder.
I am hearing you, and you are not hearing me. Regardless of your intent, you could be the saviors of the nation. It would not matter to me. Would you like to get someone higher up involved? I would be happy to relieve myself.
Please, I would
You
love
just ask for
that,
the
so that
manager.
you can go back to your job and we can get on with ours. If you could just direct us to whoever might have the jurisdiction to let us through, or allow us to help you all with this.
Or just let us through. You don't seem to care much about your job.
Oh
What
no,
did you
no,
say?
no! This fine specimen.
You seem very apathetic.
Angelo.
Sorry, my friend Angelo is very tired. We've been on the road a long time. This fine specimen, I smile, seems like that you take your job very seriously, and I respect that. I want you to get on with your job and for us to get on with our job. Is there someone else we can talk to?
Yes, there is. If you would be so kind as to stay put, I will go and fetch my direct superior. Is this amenable?
This is more than amenable. Thank you.
We've been sitting here for weeks, and they show up, and then after
You're not with the coalition, are you?
coalition, smolition is not what I say.
I don't know.
And that's all I have to say. Thank you. Hold tight. And
I'm
for
not
those
the one who's tight.
Yeah. He's pretty uptight, isn't he?
All right.
For those of you who speak Draconic, Erthe leans over to the other one, the blue one.
I do.
Actively don't.
Fabulous!
Actively do
Now,
not.
now the question is, before you speak,
I do not.
is it like Cordia?
Right.
You have to
This-
decide.
Everything
last
hinges
moment.
upon this
It's,
answer.
it's not quite. You'll see. I'll do it. But
there's
it's not
an
quite.
accent.
Yeah, there is an accent.
Okay.
Drex, stay put. I'm gonna go get home in your cars. Is that alright? It's fine. Go. I'll keep busy with these. Go on. And Erthe gives like a hard bow. There's, both hands cross over the shoulders, bow at the waist, and then they turn and head back into this encampment. From what you can see just here at the doors, you can see this dirt path continues up a little ways. The encampment's pretty sizable for clearly something makeshift. You can see past the gate and past these two people. Movement, lots of armored dragonkin moving about. It doesn't smell very good. It smells sort of like large, sizable animal droppings. So you can see up this pathway, there are a lot of places to veer off. A ton of tents immediately on either side of the dirt pathway, and the dirt pathway leads up and down, splitting off to the left at one point to go to... Let me check my handy map. One point to some fenced area on the left, and a very large tent on the right. and this, you can see this red dragonborn Erthe head down the path and sort of out of sight, leaving you with the blue dragonborn. And this is the one who you've been dealing with mostly, Garavestrix. Blue dragonborn, she's like just under 7 feet tall, sort of like 3 smaller to medium-sized keratin horns running down the bridge of her sort of snout, and her scale-like tendril hair is done into sort of like a tight and low gathering. It's not a ponytail, it's not a bun, it's just like a seems very professional, or militaristic at the very least. So you've all 5 been left with her standing here.
I turn to our new folk. You said you guys have been here for weeks?
Yeah, we showed up, like, fortnight and a half ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks.
Listen, time's irrelevant. So yeah.
Yeah, we were just riding along, right, cruising along the clouds, and then them big old lizard riders, what'd you call them?
Wyverns.
Wyverns, yeah, they come in and they're like, oh, we gotta pull you over. Whoop, whoop, you know?
Yes,
And-
I'm happy to say that you're...
I'm sorry, are you part of this conversation? They're talking to us.
Oh, I'm sorry. These lovely people are your only key to getting through here.
Yeah, we should
You
treat
get
them kindly.
you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
Now, I'm a little rubbed raw by sitting up here in the cold. I'm not used to the cold, so...
If I could let you through, I would.
Ma'am.
Then why don't
Then why
you?
don't you?
Because I am...
So who's above you that's not letting you? Many people.
They're a door guard. They're,
Our new friend
I am
is
a
going
Dragoon
to
3rd
go.
class. I'll have you know.
That is
You're guard-
very
that means-
impressive.
And you are guarding the door so well.
Yes, thank you.
You take your job
I-
seriously, and we respect that.
Yes, I definitely think, guys, we shouldn't harass these lovely folk who are doing their jobs.
You're right.
I'm just
Your
trying to
superior's
figure out-
gonna get an earful, though.
Yes.
I'd really rather not, if you please, when they get here. They are not, they're not the kindest,
Okay.
candidly, and I would have it go smoothly, if you will, for my sake.
If you can quickly tell us a few details that we won't have to press for when we talk to them right now, then we won't cause any trouble being rude.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell us what's going on. Cliff notes.
Okay, I can do that. I'm not really supposed to know some of this, but a few weeks ago, just before you arrived, there was some event up near Dragonhorn. These creatures started showing up, almost as if dropped out of nowhere.
What creatures?
I'm not sure what the common word would be for it, but they're squat, 3-eyed, they wear their bones on the outside. Like very, very large bugs that walk and talk.
Does this sound like anything to
Does
us?
this sound like
Sounds
the
very like krill.
krill?
Very like krill.
Do we know anything about the krill, other than the kind that whales eat?
You can certainly roll me a memory check and intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence
something.
saving throw? That'd
Yeah.
be 17.
17.
Se-
And for Ahkki?
Not
Ahkki's
great.
smarter than I am.
Go up. Intelligence? You got a 4.
Ahkki's smart as a whip.
Ahkki, yeah.
You have a better memory.
They're, the krill, the word krill is like, yeah, crunchy bugs. Big crunchy bugs. As far as you're concerned, Xerephina, they are... You've interacted with them a little bit. They were in Phaleria, where you first got the skiff, where you first got the Gilded Tulip. Only sort of a second-class citizens, though.
I hate that. I hate it.
They keep themselves...
Hey, that's our ship.
keeping themselves anywhere they are, except their own little civilizations in the swamps. Mostly because they're pretty much fucking shunned anywhere else. Known for natural, like, not exactly druidic, more like shamanesque magic and culture.
Okay,
Very
so they're not like
spiritual.
actual bugs, but they're bug-like.
They are definitely actual bugs that just have evolved in some way.
By the way,
I like that.
Wizards of the Coast, please make a shaman subclass for druids.
Yeah, it's appalling. It's appalling. That's all. That's all. That's all there is to say.
But hey, we're getting another freaking wizard subclass, 'cause why not?
The fuck?
There's
Wizards of the
in
Coast.
cleric, there's like 40 of them.
Yeah. It's not druids of the coast.
You're right.
Yeah.
So
I guess you're right. Look.
yeah, that's sort of what you know.
All right. So there's a bunch of krill up there.
Is that? Yes, ostensibly,
Okay.
and they more keep coming every now and then, and they are expanding, and we've had to cordon off the whole area. No one can get even close because we need a tighter grip on the situation before we allow passage directly past them towards the rest of our
Are they
settlements.
causing any harm?
So it has been reported. I haven't seen any my own self, but they are. People have gone missing, and that's when we closed the roads.
Right.
We are specifically skilled in this
Yes.
issue.
And thank you for letting us know, so
Yes.
now we know
Again,
how to approach.
When my superior arrives, please do not let them know that you know.
100%.
Don't worry.
Excuse me?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm just listening. I am a student of the world. Please continue.
I have nothing more to say, save for the fact that if I was in your shoes, I'd be doing the same thing. You have to understand that my position is not one that I favour. I did not train to be a door guard. And I would very much like to understand what was going on as much as you, but they don't.
Do you ask?
They don't value you.
You don't know my set of superiors.
If we have the chance, we will fix it for you.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely something that is in our purview.
And if not, we'll just make sure you're the superior next time.
I don't know about
Are you
that.
talking about doing a goddamn military coup?
Please, just joke.
We're just going to keep
'Cause I'm
our
joking.
voices
I
down.
was kidding. All right, everyone.
What's your name?
That's like going through airport security and joking
Oh,
about having
Angelo.
bombs
Yeah,
on
I
your
was
shoes.
literally going to say that.
I really do appreciate this, but and if we can get you through, I'll happily get you through. But it's a more complicated situation than just barring the doors for no. And it's as she's in the middle of speaking that the clank of metal behind her sort of interrupts her. Dragoon 3rd class, was your opinion directly asked for by a superior? As led back by Erthe, the Red Dragoon, there is this sizable guy. This big old... He's a big guy.
Fucking
unit, dude.
One of those, even in the armor, you can see he walks like this.
Just flaring his last hard.
He's an Adonis.
Like an 8 foot tall, very, very gold Dragonborn.
Like if John Cena was
With-
8 feet tall.
Yeah. No half cloak. It's all this like dappled, like copper greenish armor, down to like a flared robe at the waist, but all this like beautiful angular plate mail, and the back plates open up to this set of furled golden wings. Large, flat, rectangular sword at the side. I was told and informed I would be needed here.
Yes.
Howdy.
Hi, my name is Terra. I'm with the Coalition.
Do
And
you
it
have
is
proof?
We have bad.
Sure, yeah.
We have bad. Do you
We have the
Some kind of-
documentation
yeah,
to
some
produce
kind
that.
of like
I show a titty.
Yeah, we all got badges. Yeah. I left mine on my
Enough.
on my horse.
Enough.
roll me
Angela,
Deception
enough.
no.
That's 13.
A 13.
Fucking crit fail. Fucking crit fail.
Okay. Just standing there. You show, basically, you have like all of a writ of coalition like
Yeah.
designation that comes with the seal as well.
Yeah. We are on coalition business that deal with those mountains and a cult living up in those mountains that we're having to address. But on our way...
Wind and fire. If you know if that means anything to you.
Also, do you know the gods?
All right, on our way.
I'm serious. I
What do you inquire?
I made a pact with one, and if I don't complete it, who knows what can happen.
That's very straightforward to you. I like that.
You seriously just be like, also,
If I'm speaking
have you met
candidly,
Jesus?
that sounds like a you problem
Damn.
and not a me problem.
Yeah, but who knows? If you stand in my way and I can't do it, I could blame you.
Roll me a sizable persuasion check. Is that a 1?
Guys.
He's
That's
like, "Shut
that's
your
amazing.
child
He crit
mouth."
failed right here next to me. I'll feel
You
so
say
good
like,
about
but
that.
that it could become a you know, and there's just like a very heavy, humid silence.
Good sir, may I ask your name and your, if you'd like to tell us your rank?
My rank is Omen Yokaris.
It's
that
nice
right?
My
to
birth name is Ragos Tarak. You will refer to me as Yokaris.
meet you. Yokaris, it's nice to meet you. We couldn't help but notice the blockade, and then we couldn't help but notice the interesting clouds above the mountains. I don't know if this is what's happening, but we do have experience with that kind of magic before with the krill, and we're wondering if you would like our assistance or information from us, and in return we may gain passage to go carry out our duties for the coalition.
The Orokarex does not take charity.
It's not
regardless of-
charity. We'll give you what you want, or how we can help, and you will let us pass.
We will let you pass.
You can pay him. It's not charity after that.
Right.
Dragoon, why did you bring me here for this? And Erthe sort of looks at you, then at the Yokaris. They requested conversing with a superior, and I thought their rank might be. Their rank is of no importance. I will tell you what we have told every other person, and I believe some of you once or more already. There is Yokarek's business beyond these walls in the mountains. I apologize for your need to get there, and I apologize for the behavior of these two dragoons. Perhaps their rank should be considered themselves. What is it you
Can
wish?
I just? Oh no, that was Woody asking
Oh,
for
please.
Will. Can I just do like a little?
You gotta drop the accent.
Drop the accent.
Could I do like a
Woody.
little
Jesus
insight
Christ.
moment? You know,
Never
just
played
D&D
D&D.
101. Welcome back, Bus
Holy
Boy.
I'm sorry.
He forgot how to be a player.
it just feels like maybe
Yeah.
when it says this is strictly business, I'm like that feels sussy. Something feels sussy with
Okay.
Ragos Fuckbane.
A sus check.
Yeah.
An inside sus check. Yeah.
That's a 16.
16. Well, first of all. Okay. Yeah. Definitely not telling you something.
Is it,
Definitely, Yokarek's business is not. It seems like that's a forced turn of phrase.
Yeah.
can I do an Arcana check on the blockade itself?
Oh, on the actual
Yeah,
walls?
just like
Yeah,
the
please.
walls.
Please.
That's a natural 20.
Wow.
Follow me,
Wow.
That's the scales.
Uh,
Big ol' walls.
Yeah. Definitely no enchantment on the wood.
No check.
No enchantment on the wood. It's like nice, like very sturdy looking, but there's no magic that you can see within it.
Sir, I will say, please do not in any way affect these nice dragoons. They're doing a great job. Clearly, we've annoyed the shit out of them.
They have behaved admirably.
We will be on the other side of this blockade and can help once we do that. The only question is whether you help us help you.
Is that a threat?
No. We have so many things that we have to do. If you don't want us to go anywhere near, we'll fucking go around and we won't help you. We don't want to. We will, if you ask for it nicely, like a person, and we can, because we have dealt with seemingly these situations multiple times before. But as I said, we'll be on the other side of the blockade, whether you help or not.
Upon second assessment, that does indeed sound like a threat. So I pose to you an additional binary. You either, on your coalition business, go on your way and turn your business elsewhere, or you will find yourself in shackles being paraded through the bowels of Graxus. I am going to go and retrieve said shackles, along with those necessary to apply them to you.
Are you mad?
Are you mad, bro?
Well, the vibes are a little off here.
I want to leave. You're working, obviously. Everybody is. We're working here. We're just trying to make an honest buck. I mean, your uncle, of course, wanted to see you for your name day. You know, remember? Yeah. Your.
Are you sure?
Remember your uncle Orzox? I look at him to see if he picks up that name.
Uncle Orzox.
Yeah, Uncle Orz.
He wanted me there.
Yeah, he wanted you there for your 9 day. I mean, we're just trying to make a deadline. We don't have to touch the ground. We're flying over.
So two things. Can I have you roll me a deception check with advantage and a perception check?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
And it's like,
Yes. Sorry. Natural 20 deception. Plus 8, so 28 in total.
damn!
What was the next thing?
I need a perception check.
Sorry, Mike.
Mike's cocked.
My perception is a 12.
12. Definitely like a little tilt at Orzox. But then looking at the pair of you.
Good old Uncle Orzy, you know?
Yeah.
And we're not going to touch the ground. If what you're worried about is on the ground, we're just up in the air. We got ourselves our own set of wings. We can get there just fine.
Iokaris looks down towards, particularly Dragoon Garavestrix. You do not mention prior connections within our walls. Precisely as I thought. I am going to go and verify for a quick missive. Make sure word is sent quickly and directly to Orzox.
That's great. Yep.
Should this be confirmed, I will return and perhaps see to an exclusion being made given said time-sensitive circumstances. I would ask and perhaps order you to stay put until I return.
Yeah, just, yeah, I'm just trying to remember. This is way trying to remember the name. Yeah, just say his sweet second nephew, Ichthyus, wants to see his uncle.
I am Ignis.
I had gathered that. Right. Dragoon Vastri, you're with me. Dragoon Nerixio, you think about your actions and stay put.
Wow.
Be with you shortly.
Peace be with
And
you.
he just turns, Vastri turns immediately and goes, leaving Garavestrix standing here just crestfallen.
You've been here for weeks, and you just now used that ace?
Yeah, totally. Well, I just thought I don't want to nepotize.
Is it true?
Did you fucking...
Ixnay on the talking A. It was so nice meeting you, Nerexis.
I'm gonna.
Are you
I'm gonna
actually
cast a
related
spell.
to Orzhov?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's.
Then why would you've now?
We don't want to.
For what? I'm gonna get fed to the bloody lizards.
No,
here's what it's gonna be.
Are you kidding me?
We're gonna put in
2 weeks.
I didn't want a name drop.
Well, that's great for you. Ichthys. It's terrible on my part. You said you were gonna cast a spell. What are you casting?
Angelo, not knowing if this is a true ace in the hole,
Oh, fuck no.
is gonna cast Dominate Person.
On Garavestrix?
Yeah.
He's a friend.
He's a friend.
Okay.
It's okay, just charming.
Dominate
person.
person's not
Dominate.
charming,
like,
bro.
you take away your agency.
I'm about to fucking mind meld you. What's the save there?
This ain't fucking
Oh
consensual.
my god.
Imperio, bitch.
Yeah, you're mine now.
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Give me 1 second to get my poor dragoon's stats up. She didn't. Are you testing?
I'm nervous!
So I pooped.
Do we need to commission like a
So I
Woody fart
actually
emote?
Pooped
so.
on the ground. Oh man,
Just
that
want
was
to
funny.
make sure that your butthole's okay.
My butthole's fine, thank you. I checked it out today.
I don't know about that.
You personally?
Yeah,
After you had that dream.
Like took a flashlight up there and
yeah. Okay, well.
Give me a second.
Yeah, we're gonna do some
Yeah.
talk.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wait. So rude to us. This is Ichthys.
I am Ignis. Yes.
And my name's Xerephina.
That's a beautiful name.
Yeah, I don't really suit it quite well, but it's
It'll get to her head. Don't tell her that.
yeah, that's fine.
What is this, Roz?
I was about. Can you say Mike Wazowski?
Mike Wazowski.
Hey, this is my out for you, Ichthys. Do you have a cold right now, or perhaps? I just want to make sure that this is how you are. Just to make sure nothing's going on in there, right?
No.
Okay, right then. We're
As
good.
you're talking, you see our friend Angelo here just weave a few signs, and you watch Garavestrix veins stretch, and then everything goes neutral, and her eyes go from a bright icy blue to just like a dull sandy gray.
What's going on?
Are
Did
you
you just
all
poop
right?
your pants?
You have 60 seconds.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I send a telepathic order to unlock the gate.
I mean, there is no door. It's just like an open pathway that she's
well,
just
just tell her to
standing.
move then. Move. I tell her to run. Get out of the way.
run.
You're gonna get this poor person fired.
We gotta do what we gotta do. And we're gonna get ganked by a god.
Sorry,
Are we just,
I
wait,
gotta
are we
run.
making a
Better
break for
her than
it?
us.
And she just runs down the field from where you've
Where's-
come.
Oh,
Angelo, what are you doing?
Angelo.
She just decided to run. Let's go.
Run after her?
No,
No. Let's go.
I do not
I
want to
don't
make an
believe
enemy
you.
of this whole army.
If we disappear, we disappear. Are they gonna come find us?
They
Yes,
can
but
find
then
us.
later on, if the coalition needs something, if we need something, they're not going to help us, and they're going to be looking for this important Dragonborn's nephew.
Well, I will go then. I'll scout ahead.
She's still running.
She's got a minute.
Stop!
Honestly,
Angelo,
if we
You're going to get her fired.
A man on the
if we're
inside.
not- if we're not taking these guys, you just dimension door Terra, and then I'll sneak through.
Fair. Okay.
I mean, we know we just met, but I feel like there's some sort of bond here.
Well,
Wow,
I'm sorry, what is
Everybody,
your
what's your
business?
passive perception?
It's high.
If you make this woman run off a cliff, I swear.
That they
18.
would not do something that is intentionally harming to themselves.
15.
No, passive.
Passive.
15.
Everybody above a 10.
21.
Yeah.
20.
With her halfway down the like a long way down the field, you notice all of the groups of like people scattered along the at least the nearby parts of the blockade wall have noticed that it's just the 5 of you standing in front of the entrance, and there are no guards. And people are starting to get restless and looking and moving
Make
and getting to
her
stand up.
I go.
It's been a minute.
Back.
She's like many feet, like hundreds of feet down the field. As she sort of like stumbles, you feel that spell fade. And she calls from around the field. What the fuck am I doing down here? What the fuck?
I look at the crowd and I say, I try to throw my voice as best as I can and go, let's go in! Ah!
We're gonna do it among the hidden on them.
Okay. So two
Jesus.
things happen at once. You like basically yell food fight, and the entire crowd like just starts running through mob mentality as Dragoon 3rd class Garavestrix Norixio takes this small hollow horn and just.
This went to shit so fast, and I feel like it's partly my fault.
At the sound of the horn, the circling wyverns stop. And at this point,
Is there a stampede?
we are. Oh, is there a stampede?
Okay.
People are like up and at them, and are now they were already getting restless, but at that thing they have just decided it's mob mentality. They're moving, and they're starting to move towards you at speed. You can hear clanking beyond the walls. The wyverns have stopped and turned. We are not in combat, but just to truncate everything, I need everyone to roll me initiative. Woo! Jesus Christ, guys! Dominate person out the gate.
That's.
Angelo has impulse control.
Oh, absolutely.
He's like Aang.
That's a natural 20 once again.
Jesus Christ! Okay.
Total of 24.
Okay.
I think I need to change the music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking change
Anything
it
a
to
little
yakety
intense.
We're about to Scooby-Dooby-Doo
just
through
realized-
this fucking place.
Making chaotic choices of late. And I'm
Master
enjoying it.
DM, I have a question for you when you're finished with everything.
Please. I'm so deep in the
You know what we should get for the boat? We should get like a fucking like plow thingy, you know?
Are you
Are you having this
in
conversation
role-playing,
during the
or are you?
stampede?
Is this table talk or you?
Table talking.
Bit of both.
If you're
Yes,
table
that's-
talking, don't use an
Please
accent.
do
But
not
I
use
like
your
using
accent.
my accent.
it's
Use it when you're
confusing.
RPing, and then RP
Okay.
That's the
more.
whole point
Use
of
a different
role-playing.
accent that you enjoy.
No, this is when everybody starts running. I lean over to Ichthys and say, "We should get a big plow for the boat."
Okay, so what's your DM question?
How close
Fuck
is
me
the
dead.
ship?
How close? Not close.
Not close. How fast is the ship?
Fast. I would say it is at least 6 to 8 combat rounds away.
Oh, nuts! It's far away. It's like
It's because
yeah.
there are so many random people here. You parked it out. That
Yeah,
way
it's
to not,
We're at the
like,
big festival. We're at Burning Man right now.
But once you get there, you could get back here in 1 combat round.
Is it an airboat?
Okay. Well, as people are
So,
moving,
yeah.
I grab everybody. I'm like, y'all.
Get your hands.
Sorry, jeez, I'm just a team huddle here. We're all a family now.
Let's go. What
No,
do you wanna
I
say?
have a pair of fucking wheels that fly, and let's go. Let's haul. But we just gotta go this way real quick,
Where
and then
is
we're
it?
there. It's like maybe 100 yards that way.
Can you take us up the mountain?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we
I can-
got
I
a
can-
crew and everything. It's
Let's
got. There's also water
How
beds.
far away is it?
You
You like
far away is
water
it?
bed?
It's like maybe 100 yards
I
that
really
way.
think I'll meet you on the other. Just pick me up on the other side of. I'm gonna get across.
I will
the
dimension
blockade.
door us
All right.
to the boat.
Okay.
you can dimension door yourself in one person.
Us.
We can get there and we'll swing by and pick you right up.
Yes, meet us on
Okay.
the other side of the blockade.
So as you're all conversing this, give me your initiatives.
24.
13.
So okay, sorry. I
Sorry.
made a mistake.
Wow, I did the thing.
Let me first. Okay, that's that's her, I think, which is gonna be what is that? 16. Okay, we've got
Oh my god.
okay.
The tarot card is the chariot.
And that's where we're at.
Oh,
And
that's where we're
we
at.
have not only
We've done the
caused
thing.
something that cannot be stopped, we are boarding a chariot.
God damn it, bro.
The energies of the tarot card have taken
Oh, it wasn't.
They fly now?
They fly now.
Okay. So you got a
Hated that one.
nat 20 for a total of what, Drew?
24.
24. Anybody get above a 24?
Nar.
No,
Okay.
Clear.
Clear.
20 to 15. Or above a 20.
No, I got a 19.
19? 15 to 10.
I got 13.
12.
11.
So
13.
for Zara. We've got 12 for
No, 12 for
12. Oh, I've lost all my shit. Where's all my shit?
An anonymous
12 for
gifter
Ignis.
gifted us
Hello?
5
There we go.
subs.
We've got Ahkki with the. Make sure I'm spelling the name right. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, anonymous gifter.
Oh, anonymous gift, huh? Oh my goodness.
Thanks, anonymous gifter.
Never do that again.
Wow,
If you clip the
look
mic,
at
I just want
that.
to let you know.
Yeah, no, I'm doing what Will does.
Yeah, come on now. So, we start with. Oh, and let me, I guess, roll for the people. Yeah. Okay.
The mob.
The mob is going before the military, and that's okay. So we start with Angelo. You have 2 full round actions along with everything else, and your dimension drawing.
Yeah.
So you're pointing like
I love pointing
So you
in
think
like
that
the
way.
direction it is.
east,
Yeah.
somewhere east.
You said about 100 yards, so I'll do about.
I mean,
I
100.
don't have to do the full 500 feet.
100 yards is 300 feet.
Yeah. So it's
Right.
it's like around that area, maybe a little further.
Right. So I can do.
Yeah, you can
less
do
than
like yeah.
500 feet. Okay.
So you just grab on. Yo. And
Skippy.
you just warp. That portal sort of opens up around you, swallows you up, and the noise of the rabble immediately dissipates as you basically just emerge out about 300 or so feet to the east-ish, out in the middle of the fields. You can still see the barricade stretching around like a semicircle to the north or the northeast, but it's much quieter. And in the middle of this field is this skiff. It looks like it's about the size of a small longboat. It's got one beautiful sail, or the mast. There's one mast. The sail is furled up this way. There looks like there are 2 sails strapped to the side of the boat that are sort of penned in. This boat is literally hovering above the ground, the little sort of gentle dappling of gold light flickering in a hexagonal pattern across the wood. And there are 3 people sort of milling it about on the deck. And as you appear there, one of them. Oh my god, the rain is crazy. One of them looks over and out. Looks like some red lizardy person.
Xerephina! Is that you? Yeah, that's right, Dairy Queen. Let's get moving. We gotta get going.
No!
Freaking roll up. We got a fucking haul, dude.
Oh, shit! Right, twins! Get it going! Get it moving!
So this is the Gilded Tulip.
Oh yeah, and on the side of the boat, in beautiful gold cursive. on the stern,
Very intricate.
is this beautiful the Gilded
Is
Tulip.
there like a Georgia O'Keeffe-esque flower?
Yeah, that's
next
what
to
I
it?
was
Oh,
Yeah.
big time.
Like, just a
Big time.
absolutely suggestive figurehead.
And
Yeah.
what do you guys,
Artistically
what
suggestive
do you guys
figurehead.
do?
We'll talk
It doesn't
about
matter.
And we run up the gangplank that we have.
Fucking great. We've got basically just your run-of-the-mill assassin-y edgelord on the bow of the boat, like looking forward.
What's his name again? What's his?
Their name is Violet.
Yeah, Violet.
Violet Naomi.
I'm like, Violet, stop brooding and get the fucking work. Come on.
I'm watching. I'm keeping my eyes on the prize.
Violet, you're turning violet.
Meanwhile, up the back of the boat, you've got this woman in just fucking like resplendently rich robes, up on the wheel already. Everybody on now, please on. Go.
All right, Dairy Queen, chill out.
You said it was
Jesus.
urgent.
No, we are, but don't
You
yell
said
at
it was
me.
urgent.
It gets me worked up.
But I'm better now. Oh, you're moving.
Move! Go! And I point in the direction of where we just were.
Fine, great. That's all you have to say.
And kick it in high gear. Punch,
just like
punch it, Dairy
stops.
Queen.
You sound like
Punch. I hate that.
Mr.
Dairy
Crocker from
Queen.
Dairy-
What's Dairy Queen's first name was what again? Delilah? No.
It's Dairy Whistle.
Dairy Whistle.
Penelope Dairy Whistle.
No, it's
Dairy
Dairy
Whistle.
Queen.
Yeah, it's Dairy Queen's my
Yeah.
nickname.
Wait, do you call them both Dairy Queen or you
No,
just
I
call
forgot which one.
Penelope?
Penelope's Dairy Queen.
Great.
The other one, I forget the other one's name.
Violet Niobe.
And Niobe.
And then Ixen, the
Ixen,
old dragon.
Ixen is just Ixen, and then
Yeah.
it's Edgelord and Dairy Queen.
Great, perfect.
Yeah.
The chat did ask, is Dairy Queen their Christian name?
No, it's
so we've got-
Penelope.
Penelope
Dairy
Whistle.
Dairy
Whistle.
Whistle.
Oh,
She's a
Jesus.
fucking queen.
And she's
Huh?
a half orc princess.
Yeah.
So Penelope's up at the wheel there. She starts cranking these levers and turning some gears basically, and the whole ship. The gold light starts bleeding out from the boat. The two side fins extend and sort of begin to ripple with light. The mast comes down and sort of billows, even though there's no wind blowing in its direction, and the whole ship is beginning to hum.
And I put my hand on your shoulder and I go, "You're gonna see some serious shit.
This is already pretty dope.
Punch it."
She goes, and the ship boom, and just shoots across the field. The wind is almost being carved apart by this boat as you guys are rippling through the air at speed.
So we're not wearing seatbelts or anything. So if we
Uh,
fly
Does
to,
everyone but the two of us?
breaking out of
There's
speed,
a
like,
magical enchantment that keeps people at least from flying off.
There's like a dampener on it.
A
Yeah.
dampener, but it's not going to stop inertia.
If I was gonna make a flying boat that flies through space,
This was a flying pleasure cruise.
Yep.
It
But
was
we-
not previously going.
I do
at such
think in
speeds.
our couple of years of travel now, we've kind of souped it up to
Yeah.
where it's top speed. This can we can cook.
Yeah, it
some
could
sort of like
fly.
inertia dampener on the
Yeah, definitely
yeah,
a little.
on the deck.
It's
Yeah.
not going to stop
You're
you
not.
from
It's not
falling
gonna
over.
go and leave you there.
Yeah.
It's like when you move asset from one plane to another on
Yeah.
Roll20. Just like, oh, and the thing was like... yeah, there's a little bit, but you definitely like, no! You sort of like fall on your ass a little bit.
I'm like, y'all get used to it.
Is there anything else you're doing with your turn as you're now rocketing across this field?
I have my other action, but can I save it?
If you tell me what you're saving it for a specific purpose before your next turn.
I don't have anything to save. Actually, I will do something else. I'm going to. Well, that's a bonus action. Anyway.
You don't have to, you know.
But yeah, I will. I'll summon a elemental.
Air?
Yeah.
Great. You take the sacramentum, you draw the sigil in the air air whips around and just forms this living tornado next to you.
It's just gonna vibe with me until needed.
Perfect. Excellent. As this, you're going to get there. You're going to get to the auspices of this of the encampment. Top of the next round,
Right.
basically.
Right. You guys very quickly turn and you see just this massive snow and dust cloud gathering.
You can already kind of hear it. This like. Terra, having seen them warp away from you and the stampedes immediately approaching your current location, along with Trix having put away her horn and is reaching for the bladeless hilt at her hip down the hill, what are you going to do?
Oh, I'm gonna jump off of Precious, and I'm going to slap Precious and Drew on the ass. So then they go, I assume they just go home. They go back to the stable. That's
They're going to take a long walk, stopping where they like to eat.
yeah.
What if somebody takes them?
I assume we've done this before.
It's probably
They're trained
fine. They're
horses,
old
right?
too. If we lose one, we can get it.
Yeah, like, this is no place for a horse. Go!
Yeah, I slapped Drew on the ass, and then I slapped Precious on the ass.
And they just gallivant and yeah, literally. Thank you very kindly for that.
I turn
Down
to,
south.
I turn to Ignis, see you on the other side, and I'll cast invisibility on myself and
it's every fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire for themselves. Every element out for their own causes. Yeah, just regular invisibility.
yeah.
Great. You breathe that glitter around yourself, that hot topic magic, and just disappear into it. Are you heading into the camp?
Yeah, as I run past the person drawing their blade. I'm like, just don't.
The person Trick's drawing her blade is down the field.
Never mind. Then I'm just running.
Just running in. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're running your full 30 feet into the camp. Is it a bonus action or an action to cast invisibility?
I think it's an action.
So you're just running the 30 feet down the road into the camp. There is movement in here. There are at least, like, from what you can see, between 30 and 50 armed dragonkin soldiers emerging from tents, coming from the training field or the mess hall, like, at least trying to see what the fuck is happening and coming down towards you. So you're dodging and weaving as you go. You can hear the cries from the wyverns above you, along with cries from 2 of them at least that you can see in pits immediately either side of you.
It's just you and me, man. What are you doing?
But you're just running around. No one has even come close to seeing you. You can even see the Ocarus, the gold one, his wings beginning to spread.
Oh, interesting. Is there like, while I'm here, is there like a main tent?
30 feet down the path, you can see, if you follow the main dust road, directly like 50 or so feet down the road, there is a big old tent with 4 like dark oak posts, each of them with a different like little dragon statuette at the top of the post. Looks much fancier than the other tents. The biggest tent is the one where the food smell is coming from, to your right, but there is definitely a fancy looking tent down ahead of you.
Are the people in the tent running out of it, or no?
Looks like they're taking a look. Most of them are, robed dragonborn.
Okay, so they're
There are
not going to fight.
a couple, like, fairly stacked looking ones come out as
Okay.
well.
Well, then I won't bother. I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay, keeping on running.
And that's my turn.
I don my mask.
It is Trix's
sorry.
turn first. We've got. Oh wait, what was your initiative?
12.
Yeah, it's that. That was 19. We're at initiative count 16, which is now Garavestrix. She is gonna pull out her hilt down. She's a ways down the field, so she's gonna take her a second to get here. But she pulls out this hilt and just flicks her wrist, and this huge, flat, iridescent blade just appears.
Look at the wrist. Lightsaber.
This massive greatsword, and she says, "I will not abandon my post just because you forced me to."
Well, none of y'all did. Sorry.
And she begins to then shimmer and sort of like flicker a little bit. This sort of energy reads off her, and she disappears.
He disappears.
She disappears. We're gonna go to Xerephina. You're on the boat.
I'm just like, oh shit, how are we gonna pick him up? I run, I get out my harpoon, and I ready it to do I grip my harpoon.
I grip my harpoon.
I get ready to do
My buddy.
once, because we've done it before, doing this. I'm gonna do a reel of retribution on my good friend.
Oh no!
Right here. Just when we get within 60 feet, just so
yoink!
you eat him in, yeah.
Yeah.
Get over here moment.
And this is. Do you have a name for this maneuver?
Yipty skipty.
Yippity skippy?
Yipty skipty.
So it's all those
Point.
things where before this round flips into round 2, as the boat gets close, you're gonna holler out from the side like
Yipty skipty! Yeah.
Great. Definitely you've done this before. It's definitely been on water before. That's gonna be your action.
Yeah, and then also the free action, I tell what's his bucket to get ready to grab our new friend as well.
Which what's his bucket? There are 3 of them. Ixon?
Ixon, yeah, the stronger one.
Yeah. Well,
He's a rogue.
Yeah,
he's Ixon's the other
paladin.
muscle. He's paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you also?
Yeah.
but there are more. There's a Yipty Skippy.
Yeah.
Great.
Ixon knows Yipty Skipty. Everybody else has other things.
Penelope's on the wheel. Xerephina, where are we going?
Did you see that the kind of the gate right there?
I suppose I see walls.
Yeah, we're just gonna go. There's a gate. We're gonna go right. We're gonna go for it.
You want me to ram it?
No. We're gonna fly low and fast. So their radar can't get us.
And then are we intruding or are we running away?
We're more a little bit of both.
Not helpful, Xerephina, but I will go to the gate and then we'll decide from there!
Mission number 1, get our friends. Mission number 2, it's a work in progress. Let's move.
Okay, is there anything else you're doing with your turn, Xerephina? The Tulip, meaning the 3 of them are taking their turn after Terra on subsequent rounds.
I do a record. There's a gramophone on it, and we got a nice record, and it's we do a pin drop.
Is it Guardians of the
Yeah, literally, just like. I think it's more like Barracuda. That's where we live, but it's like a Barracuda-esque song. Where it's like, yeah,
perfect. Perfect.
But you know what? Penelope wrote some of that music that we have. So.
As you play the the classic rock soundtrack you've got, Yoldy classic rock.
Yeah.
Violet they lean forward on the bow, pull the hood up.
Again, Violet, you're not helping, but I love the choice.
Okay, we're gonna go to Ignis.
Cool. I don my mask.
Okay.
And
this is the literal mask of many faces, right? Oh no, this is the mask.
This
okay,
is like
I'm
just
there
a
with you.
straight mask.
Yeah.
It doesn't look exactly like the normal one because it has some like red on it.
Yeah.
Blood.
Thanks. Thank
Some
you. Thank you so much.
Marijuana.
And then is the crowd about to like break through the
They're about to surge right through where you currently are. They are steps away from getting to you.
I'm going to deftly, I hope, meld into the crowd and follow them inside and then like break off because I'm not gonna go on
You're
I'm
trying to just
Terra.
like let the crowd like push you along and sort of like move with them.
and then I'll like
Totally
dip
with it,
from
like
there.
mask and
I'm
sort
not-
of slip back into
I'm
it.
not looking to fight, I'm looking to just like
Move and groove. I will have you roll me a stealth check, please.
Pretty good at that.
We're making plans over here.
Oh, I can tell. So, Ahkki, effectively, you're getting left alone right now.
Haven't gotten yippee skipped yet?
You're
I'm
about to
get
be.
yippee
You're
skipped.
about after your turn at the end of this round. You're
Oh,
gonna get-
perfect.
You know the wine better than anyone. You can hear the.
So you're just like standing
Coming-
there ready.
I imagine it kind of sounds like a pod racer
yeah.
a little bit.
You're basically.
It's like that scene in Rise of Skywalker when Rey's just there and then she flips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like when
That's a cool
I
scene.
think it's Dark Knight when Batman's on the he gets Skynetted out of the
Oh,
building.
yeah, I remember
You're
that.
like,
Yeah.
You know Skynet's coming or Skylink, whatever it's called,
Yeah.
is on its way.
Skynet's another thing.
It's Terminator.
The yippee skip.
The Yippee Skip is on its way.
So what did you get for stealth there? You put the mask on. You're like stealthy
Had
edging
advantage
it.
for any reason because it's really chaotic.
That's
At
to me
chaotic
that's
time.
less stealth. You put the mask on. You go back into the crowd, and not by any necessarily purposeful reason. They basically just move around you. So you're sort of trying to find a good channel to get in, and they're just moving around you and heading to and through the gate.
Great.
So you're within the crowd, but you
Start running.
look different. Okay, so you mask on. Okay, moving around. Fuck. Great. So you're just beelining it through with the crowd. At the very least, you're
Yes.
in the middle of the crowd.
Yes.
Okay.
I let it envelop me a little bit, and then I'm going to use it just to get through the gates, and then I'll start
Sure.
skirting after that.
So you're moving through the gates, and I'll finish your turn with the mob's turn because it affects them. But you're moving with them. Ahkki, you have been literally left alone at these gates. Terra went invisible. These two teleported. Ignis just sort of moved into the crowd, leaving you right there. You know Trix is somewhere, also not visible, and you know the boat is coming. What do you do?
Can I just turn and run toward the boat?
Run the opposite direction of everyone else.
Yeah.
Sure.
Isn't that where Trix is too? Isn't Trix the opposite direction of the?
Yeah, you're running toward.
Can I recognize say we're gonna get these? Actually, no. Well, no. You know what? He's. There's a friend, and he's gonna get these a friend. So.
So you just run.
Oh no!
Basically, getting yourself more out into the open to get snapped.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Wait, are we gonna
Oh.
pick up?
Okay. So you're running up there.
You're just
And you're basically prepping the action for the Yipty skip, like you kind of know it's coming.
Like leaning over, holding it, like
basically running like this.
I'm waving my arms around the city.
Oh my god,
Yes.
this feels like Team America World Peace.
That's how we operate.
Great.
peak D&D.
Okay, so the mob
Yes.
and Ignis. This, it's not horde. It's like maybe 80 people.
Sure.
Right? There are more who are like on the further outskirts drawing attention and starting to move in, but the bulk of the mob coming in is like 80 or so people. Sort of bustling through this gate to the sounds of like, just like, go, 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 we can get through, like move it, let's go, let's go! And as you're sort of running with them, a line of troops has formed. About 30 feet, maybe not even that, on the inside of the blockade, and flying above them is our grand and noble Yokaris Ragos Turak. And flying up there, you hear a yell from them. Dragoons! Let loose!
Oh, fuck.
Deter the intruders! And this is when you can see that all of the 8 dragoons stationed here are all red. And all 8 of them just plant their feet, get low, they unclasp their half cloaks and just breathe in. As a jet of flame spurs from each of their mouths, headed directly for the group of the mob, and by proxy, you. So I will need you and the mob to roll me a dexterity saving throw. Oh Christ. Oh my god.
They can't all get us.
Mob
This
didn't
really
do
is
so
a mob
well.
with hidden.
Yeah.
Is this magic?
Yes.
So like,
It's not a spell,
yeah.
but it is...
A
'Cause I have
magical
advantage on.
If you have magic resistance...
I don't have magic resistance. I have the pendant that gives me advantage on saves.
I would say this counts.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, let me just look at what it says here about how it defines the breath weapon. Actually, it's not defined as a magic attack.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be dex save.
We're good. I rolled well. I rolled a 23.
23. Yeah, you see it. You're basically blocked by the mob, so you just don't take the brunt of it. You are getting roasted a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be too bad as these torrents of flame cover over everyone. That is going to be for them. Each member of the mob takes 10, 20, 30, 33 points of fire damage, and you will take 16.
Okay. Didn't we have 14 points of temporary?
Yeah, you get 14 HP
Dope.
every time you take a short or a long rest.
And so you just start the smell as you get a little singed here. The smell around you is rancid. Very, very quickly, this black smoke starts to erupt. People just getting scorched around. Especially the first few on the outskirts of this are just getting the brunt of the flame and are charred to a crisp. Other people are backing out, running away in fear or to damp their clothes away. Though the core group of, let's say, 50 are still moving inwards.
Yeah.
The rest of your movement, where are you? Are you moving with them all the way in, 30 feet in? Trying to get past the 8 troops here, or are you going to go around the side, past the wyvern pits? Because you could see him. I'm not going to try and hide that there are 2 wyverns sitting in pits on either side of the main entrance here, but there
I
are.
don't know about that. What do I have? Do I have an action?
You have an action and 15
I haven't
feet of
done
movement.
anything.
Yeah.
I just trying to run with
Yeah,
everybody.
I'll say an action and 15 feet of movement.
Okay. I mean, my movement is 55.
Okay, you have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah. Okay, I am also going. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Great. Just like, actually, on second thought, better not.
And then I'm going to go. I'm going to try to go faster than everybody forward, and how are the line of Dragonhorn? How are they like standing?
They're standing in a very shallow semicircle. So there's like about 20 feet on either end of them. That's completely clear, and in between them, there's only about like 3 or so feet between each of them.
I'm gonna aim for
like
one
a
of
line
those
sort of right in the middle.
slots.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna try to. I'm trying
Like,
to
you're
Red
trying to-
Rover.
Yeah, I'm right
And
with
if
you.
anything, if one, because I definitely think I could fucking outrun them a little bit, and since I'm invisible, I want to also kind of like do like a little bit of like a slide through, so that I'm not like full running. I'm kind of like.
It's when
ducking
you run in a video game and you press crouch mid-run and like into a crouch, right?
I'm basically playing Destiny.
Exactly, I'm right with you. And with your invisibility and the way the crowd has just been thinned a bit by the fire, I'll say absolutely. You're able to dash past them and get about 20 feet behind the group of them. There are still Dragonborn on the other side of them, but they're mostly like getting prepared.
Does anyone have the hilts that Trix had?
A good few of them.
Are any of them on their belt?
Of these 8,
Yeah.
they're all on the belts. There are like 4 of them.
Could I yoink it?
I'll take a sleight of hand check with advantage.
We are
Farmers.
fighting.
We are fighting.
29.
They rolled a 9 in response. Yeah, you run past and basically just yoink, snag it right off the belt, and it's this, two-handed, or like hand and a half, beautifully ornate, like silver hilt with some embossing, some engravings, and 2 gemstones, about thumbnail-sized gemstones in the hilt on the upper half of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in my inventory. What can I call it?
You can call it the Arcane Hilt.
Is it in D&D Beyond?
Nope. I don't think so. Dope. Okay, so you're on the other side of them. We are then going to go to the Yokaris' turn, and he's just gonna try and finish the mob off. He's going to hold his hands up in the air and breathe this like beautifully like almost glittering, languid, liquid flame up and into his hands, where it's like, and it coalesces in this small mote of flame, which he holds up. Interlopers, you have just disobeyed direct orders from the Ignidaeax. You will be thusly put to rest. Forgive me for such harsh response. And this small flame flickers, just sort of whines and sputters, and then bursts into this sheet of white hot flame that reaves over them. They're going to make a dex save. They just completely fail. And they're going to take a lot of damage.
I'm glad I ran.
Where am I? Did I get past the line?
You got past the line considerably before they even formed it. So you're actually sort of in the same area that Ignis is in, just both invisible.
Oh.
We'll
Can't see
be
each
in
other.
just a second.
Okay.
What?
We're
4,
coming.
5, 6, 7, 8. It's funny, they take the exact same amount of damage that they took before. 33.
Didn't roll well.
No, he really didn't. He rolled terribly. But so this sort of white hot sheet of radiance just basically fries the mob. There are, let's say, 12 of them left, and these 12 aren't looking good. And the people who are still starting to gather outside and peer in to see what has happened have sort of held off. a little bit.
Right.
And he's still just hovering there. That was a warning. You will not be given a second chance. Turn back. Okay, and with them hovering right there, we get to the end of the round where two things happen. You can see the Gilded Tulip is rocketing into view, and you can see this fucking Xerephina on deck. Harpoon at the ready. You've got your friend Violet on the bow, just effectively a red sun rises. Blood has been spilt this night. Doing their best Legolas. As you can see them, and they're gonna be basically on top of you in seconds. You hear from behind you, "I'm sorry about this," and there's a rippling at the end of the round, and Trix is gonna come back into view and make a couple swings at you. She just crackles into space, and she's sort of incorporeal. These iridescent trails of energy rippling off of her.
Just a point of order, it's within 60 feet. Are they within 60 feet of us? That's the range on my reel.
They, based on the way the ship is moving, Trix is going to get at least one of her 3 attacks.
All right, you're good. You're good.
After one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure.
So it's not going to do that much, but I don't think, right? Yeah. So she just appears, and this sort of glittering, semi-transparent greatsword is coming flying at you. That.
Fucking funny right there.
Whiff.
She just.
She accidentally hits the button again.
And it
So
goes
it-
down.
Oh,
So
I
it turns
love it!
off.
I love it! She just is sorry about this. The blade just completely oh!
And that's why she's third class.
And that's why she's third class.
Sorry. Hang on. I'll be right with you. And she starts furiously clicking the hilt again.
Having trouble getting it up.
It's I don't know what to tell you. Just give me a
It
second.
usually works.
She's just furiously clicking the hilt. It's not turning on.
Guess I'm tired today.
You're within 60 feet.
I know. I assumed I get advantage with doing a Yipty skipped.
With Yipty skipped, you prepped your action for Yipty skipped. You don't even need to roll.
Okay. Well, I got a 29, and your strength you'd have to beat if you wanted to resist it, but you're not resisting it, so I hit you.
Yeah.
And I pull you 60 feet onto the boat.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You see, Trix just has completely failed, and with the wine, it's just okay, see ya. Yeah, harpoon rockets through the air. You grab onto it, and you land on the
Does
deck.
Trix get
Love it.
grabbed?
No.
Trix just tried to kill me.
I told him to grab a friend because I thought one of you were
There's no
gonna be
weapons
next.
on.
That's what I communicated.
Ixen.
Ixen was gonna do an armed Yipty skipped. A Yipty scoop, if you will.
You did command him to. That is what his. I mean,
A Yipty scoop.
It's
He
a
was
Yipty
just
scoop.
Kidnapping
Strength.
a
Yipty
military
skip,
yeah,
officer.
that's a 19.
Honestly,
Let me
though,
roll for the resistance
I feel
on her.
really bad that we've done this to her.
Yeah.
I feel like
she-
what we'll do to
Yeah.
her is better than what they're gonna do to her.
She
Yeah, honestly.
I'm sorry, it's not. You get Yipty skipped, and as the boat passes by within those 60 feet, Ixen just leans over. Right, up you come, and just leans down and grabs Caravestrix. So you land neatly at the Yipty skip, only to see your recent assailant Trix. Oh! Just down the bowling alley, just straight across the deck. Starfished.
Ixen, that wasn't.
Got the job done.
Yes, and we're a yes and family here. Keep moving.
Y'all got BDSM stuff on this boat. You can tie her up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You saw that?
Ixen.
I'm on the boat.
Cherry pie her. Cherry pie her. You know what I mean.
Not cherry pie.
I hate
Getting a bit
this.
too old for this, man. You sure?
No, you got cherry. No, well, don't go full cherry pie.
Might as well just fucking
just-
throw her back.
Just bake the pie. Don't eat it.
Beg the pie, don't eat it. I come from a time where you couldn't do, you do with one of the other maids.
Just bake the goddamn pie,
Fine,
Ixen.
beg the fucking pie, man.
if I'm gonna eat this pie.
Sorry about this, lass. And he just drags her by an ankle, come on. Across the deck.
of this Mach 10 like bow going.
Just wide-eyed. Just.
All right, and I'll give my order for
This
the next
poor-
thing
Okay.
on when it's my turn.
Round 2. Basically, I'm just truncate this. I'm gonna have everyone on the boat go,
Okay, yeah.
and then non-boat go. Right.
Boaty McBoat.
So,
Non-boat.
boat folk, you're still at top speed. You've just slowed down a little bit for the yippity skip and the grab. You are basically feet away from the walls. You can see the smoke rising from the inside of the camp. You can see this little pocket of warriors there stationed up. What are you guys doing? You just flying up and over?
Now, question.
The wyverns have moved downwards. So
Is there a gap between McChadface and the line? Like, how big's that gap?
It's not big enough. Not big for the whole boat to fit unless you lower the mast.
Well, that leads me to my next point I'm about to make. I look back over, unless anybody else, I have an idea, unless anybody else wants
Can
to.
we table talk the idea first?
Yeah, so the idea, I'm calling it the Calanthus surprise.
Sounds like a steamroller or something.
Yeah, it's a Calanthus surprise, and we thread the needle. So we're gonna kick up, and we're gonna retract, like, kind of like in Treasure Planet when he retracts everything to get through the small hole, and then pops it back open to go through. That's what we're doing.
Or you could just go over them.
That sounds cool, though.
But we're doing that so that we can
That's not flashy.
because then we can pick up you guys.
You can't
You can't see us.
I was-
Don't worry,
I was
I'm about
actually-
to take care of that.
I was gonna do something to take care of that as well, but
What? Dispel magic on us?
I can
Because-
cast a spell called See Invisibility.
Oh.
Because here's my thing: we get on the other side of the wall. You're on foot, my monarchs. Like, they can come find you. If we're on a fast as fuck sky ship, we're quick. We can get some distance.
Only have to
If I
dodge
see
wyverns.
the boat,
Yeah, but
I
those
will
things are
attempt to
weak.
get on.
Yeah, Yipty skip us. I'm about to telepathically get into your brain so that you know where we are.
Okay, cool. Well, I will prep a Yipty skip after the Calanthus surprise.
And knowing my friends Terra and Ignis, their first thing in a crisis is to turn invisible. So I'm
They've
going to
already
cast.
done it once before.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to cast See Invisibility at second level.
Okay, so you're like, all right, my friends are out there somewhere fucking about. Okay.
So so we want to do a Calanthus surprise?
I'm game.
Okay.
I just needed to know what
Could
it
you
was.
do now?
first.
You can pick up your friends, and you can also maybe the McChad face.
Is there any other option than doing something that ridiculous, please?
No. Dairy Queen, we are doing the Calanthus.
Don't call me that.
All right, Dairy Whistle, Penelope.
I'm the one flying the boat,
Yes.
and I would prefer to not have to engage in a Calanthus surprise. Thank you very much.
But which one's gonna get us out of here and get our friends out moving quicker? The Calanthus surprise. Am I wrong?
If you want, I can drive the boat.
I
No,
don't
she's
know
t-
who you are.
Exactly. So
Excuse you?
She's
Do your
touchy
thing.
about that. She's touchy about
That's
that.
I was just trying to
No, I
motivate her.
understand.
I can drive the boat. I would like to see you. Calanthus
It's-
surprise.
Always does the trick with Ignis and Terra.
She's already started to quick, like, Calanthus drift the boat around, swing it forward.
I fucking love this crew.
I really do. I enjoy them so much.
And
Did
then-
you randomly make this on Instagram?
we did for like, and everybody at home, if you're watching, we did
on TikTok.
like the Instagram, like, build your like
Oh,
random
yeah.
character, and the crew we just did with that, like,
Yeah.
literally earlier today.
And now we've got Team Tulip.
And I look over to Violet, I'm like, Violet, love the brooding. Could you just kind of fuck up what they're doing over there? Don't kill anybody, but fuck them up a little bit. That's okay.
With ease. And she pulls out one of her daggers, backhand. Just get me close.
God, I love that style.
I can.
She dies really early on, right?
we look back, it's just Ash.
Yeah, that character that like seems really badass.
Yeah.
And then dies immediately.
It's the guy.
It's like a yes.
I need
Can
the
I use
guy.
my bonus action?
yeah.
Sweaty.
I did roll for the emotion of the day
Okay.
and rolled a 4, so it's a resistance to fire once again.
Okay.
But I wanted to use my bonus action to give resistance slowly to each person as we go through
Okay.
each round.
Who are you giving it
but
to?
the first person I'll give it to is
Is Xerephina.
Xerephina.
You can call me Xere for short.
I
Or
don't actually
Coach.
think I ever asked your name. So.
Change is acceptable.
Wait, why coach?
I don't know. I somehow slipped into a real kind of Ted Lasso vibe. And you know
I'm
what?
okay with it.
I'm here for it.
Oh, coach. Anyone but coach. Yeah, so you just basically like.
Yes, coach.
Dude, so you
can call
feel
me
this
coach.
really warm sensation just spread throughout your body, and it's the emotion that is heavy within you at this very moment is love. So, and now you have resistance to fire.
I love my team.
I love my team. Ahkki, you're in here for the Calantha surprise. What are you doing?
What's Ahkki's job for Calantha surprise?
What?
What's Ahkki's job for the Calantha surprise?
Batten down the hatches.
Buckle in.
Yeah, I'm buckling in. I'm buckling
Are
in.
you in charge of the NOS, like in Fast and the Furious? You're the one who flips a little.
He flips a switch.
Yeah.
Gotta do it
Going
after
turbo.
after it lands
Yeah.
fully. That's when
It's
you
the
do it.
only thing Penelope allows you to do.
It's my one job.
You have to go up there right next to her. She's doing every other fucking thing.
I'm just
And you're
waiting.
Like, press it. Can I press it? The button that like not only speeds the boat up but takes everything down.
That's the handbrake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm buckling in and I'm just.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay. She's getting in position. Everybody, strap in. Meanwhile, you can hear the. As Trix's head hits every step on the way down.
Oh no!
She's gotta be knocked out.
Don't worry, we got a whole spa room in this place. We got a sauna.
Okay, and so as you're swinging there, you can hear the ship begin to wind up in place as Penelope's just prepping it. Okay, we're getting ready. We are getting ready. Terra.
As I'm running, have I made it through the gate? On
Yo,
the other
you were
side.
through,
I'm through.
through the gate on the other side.
Yeah.
You can't even see that. These barricades go all the way till they connect to the first rocks of the mountain rage way down, and it's just tense.
Is there like
Going
a
back.
landmark that I can call out that's like very unique? And I had
Within like your nearby
Yeah.
area. I mean, the command tent with the 4 giant posts you could get on the other side of. That's like the one big unique one, save for like the bottom of the hill that the path goes down.
So there's a hill going down.
Yeah, so you're coming up this path, you've got the mess tent, the training camp, all the shit happening behind you, the command tent right at the center, and then you dip down past the command tent, down a hill, towards a continuation of the plains that head towards the mountains, and that's where all the tents are, but they don't really start till you hit the bottom of the hill.
Okay. Telepathically, as I'm running, I'm going to say to my crew, and because I've met them, I can do it to you two. I'm at the crest of the hill. I'm gonna wait for a pickup there.
Do you see where that is?
Yeah, you're basically, though you don't know it, you're not 10 feet from your sister here.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
And I'll see you anyway. Well,
I don't think you can talk back to me.
No,
I'm not
I'm
sure.
just saying this
Okay.
in tabletop.
But you will
Yeah.
get that message. You will hear that out loud.
We're gonna definitely see the boat because it's gonna be on the ground. It's coming at us.
I don't know what's happening, so I'm going to, once I get to the crest of the hill, I'm gonna kind of like off to like kind of, so I'm not getting stamped.
Jettison and
Yeah.
slide a little bit.
Yeah, just so I'm not like in the middle of the crest of the
Yeah,
hill. Does that
yeah,
make sense?
absolutely. You're off the path, right? Sort of like
Yes.
pushing off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You are more than welcome to do that. You're starting
Cool.
to see, down the hill, you can start to see more people sort of getting out of the tents, like just bunches of them sort of looking like, what's happening over there?
What's up?
And I'm just gonna go, Ignis!
Ah,
You can hear her.
Oh!
I'm right here.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, then okay. I think we should wait. Where's that Dragonborn person?
I think you mean what?
The-
Which
the
one?
blue-
We're
the
surrounded by
blues.
Surrounded by
Dragonborn.
all of
What the
them.
fuck do you
That's,
mean?
I understand that was confusing.
It wasn't confusing. It was just vague.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
The blue one who was who had the very raspy voice.
I don't know. I fucking left them.
Oh shit! What'd you do with Ophelia?
You set the horses off in the same direction.
Okay, good, cool. As long as they're together, they'll find their way home.
This is
Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound.
Oh my god. That
This is
movie.
absolute chaos.
All right, that's
Did you
my
expect
turn.
any
Okay,
of this?
are you just posting up there as well, or what's your tea?
I'm gonna try to like find Terra. I'm gonna kind of like do this until I have Terra's hand.
Oh,
I'm just gonna be like, give me your hand, and I'm gonna like prepare to get on this fucking
Prepare
boat.
to yeet a
Prepare
bodily
to
yeet.
Yeah.
Okay, off to the side of the hill. Brilliant.
I do the little scritchy while we're holding hands on your palm.
Don't fuck. You know I hate that. I will fucking leave you here.
As we move to the Ignis' turn, you can hear the Okaris saying, Kenrix! Tannen! Apprehend the vessel!
Oh.
Bring its denizens to me!
As it's
This is where I have to.
plummeting
As it
towards you.
hasn't moved yet, it's just charging up. It's waiting for the button.
Oh.
We guys go, and then we hit that crest of the hill, and
But what I mean is like I thought that like this was the
It's-
the group of Dragonborn. This was him, and you were saying that you were gonna go.
Yeah,
Like
it just
that.
hasn't done
Where
that.
are
yet.
they?
we're doing
Yeah,
donuts.
They're pivoting and getting ready.
We're
for the
drifting
move.
donuts and like boom, 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 kind of thing.
Jeez, you're Mario Karting right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Kenrix, apprehend the vessel. The two wyverns, you can hear like some shout, and then the wyverns themselves, as they both pivot down and begin to swoop towards you, as the Okaris himself pulls out that shing. It almost, if the air could make a thud as the sword hit the air, it would, but it doesn't. As he's hovering there and sort of leaning forward, other Dragonborn pushing the mob out, or the remnants, the stragglers of the mob, out of the walls.
The 5
But
people
what
left.
these wyverns don't know is that they're dealing with professionals.
We're a family.
It's
been a long day.
So it's as these wyverns begin to swoop down towards you, the Penelope throws one of these levers back. The whole ship boosts forwards and kicks up, and as it kicks up, she goes, "Now, damn it, now!" Ding, ding. The mast just retracts like a fucking telescope, all the way down. The two fins inwards, and the rocket engines kick off. It just drops straight down, basically hits the ground. There's some kind of field keeping the ship from like actively scraping the earth.
I could scrape a little bit.
Yeah, oh it is.
Yeah.
It's just not like sitting there, like
Yeah.
plowing through it. You can hear the Okaris, "What in the hells?" as the ship just drops under his feet. Rock other Dragonborn like, "Oh shit!" diving out of the way of this boat that's plummeting. You can hear all of you on the boat hear a as
Oh no!
wherever way Trix was being grabbed, she just like hits the ceiling of the boat underneath.
I'm gonna owe her an apology.
We all
You
do.
can hear a sort of from under the boat as well. As you are now sort of racing on the ground of this camp. You can hear from somewhere behind you the Yokaris, "After them now!" as he himself swoops to follow you at speed. That's the end of round 2. This round action, what's happening?
Oh.
Somebody tell me.
Okay,
Near enough.
it's basically
Are we trying to grab them?
You can see their sort of hazy outlines on the crest of the hill.
How far away are they?
I can't hear me.
Not that far at all. It's going to take a fraction of a second for this boat moving at the speed that it's going to get there.
I'll grab one with my telekinesis.
Oh shit!
Can you do that with a person for
Yeah,
telekinesis?
can we
Yeah.
yippee skip while we're in the
Are
bullet
you
form?
casting telekinesis?
Oh yeah, you can
got the-
yippee skips with the
you can
claw,
do it for
not
free.
the
And
the
for free.
yippee skips is with the but it's my harpoon. That's the yippee skip.
Who are you? We're going to pick up with telekinesis.
I will pick up.
First of all, hang on. Give me 1 second, because I think are they both? They're not. That see invisibility is not a concentration spell.
No.
Look at that. You learn something new every
Now-
fucking day.
I can't see him. I can't yippee skip him.
Well,
Who are you planning on snagging with
I'll
telekinesis?
snag Ignis. I know she'll be bad
So
about
you
it.
feel as you can see the ship plowing along towards you. You feel this like prickling up the back of your neck and this sort of pressure around you. You know it to be dispel telekinesis.
I grab onto Terra tightly.
Ugh, great! I drop invisibility, so now I'm just like hanging.
Oh
there.
shit! Just this like looks like a scene out of The Exorcist. You're just floating in the air. Yeah, you're not resisting the telekinesis, I assume.
No. Yeah.
Great.
So no need to roll.
You just lift, and you don't even really need to pull them. By the time you finish lifting, the boat's underneath them anyway.
Yeah.
Ow!
Pulling out of circuit, out.
And of course, when the boat gets there, I'll
give it a
release
drop.
the spell. Yeah.
Okay, so you two have basically been forcibly dropped on this boat. This boat is reaching the edge of the hill. Are you gonna let it rocket and fall, or
No, it's the hill, and we're Flappy Birding it, and
just
Flappy
And then, once you're in the air.
So,
Yes.
as these two drop on the boat, you give a signal, I presume. Penelope's.
Yeah, go. Once it hits them, I go caca, and
Not the Flappy Bird.
You yell a caw. Penelope looks right down at you, Ahkki. Caw! Slams on the lever again as all of you, even those used to it, get jolted as the rocket engines come right back on. We need one more button press. Mast, rockets up, out, fins out.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I look at all you on the boat, the ones even just the ones who are here, and I'm like, that's never worked before.
I'm so glad you said that after.
I go, Penelope, great job. That was just great.
Penelope is like, just keep us going. I'll do my job if you do yours. Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the back of the ship to see if we're being followed.
You get to the back of the ship, and they are at a considerable speed deficit. But as you scale up and up and up, and the camp looks small, that glittering light reflecting off the scales of this large gold dragonborn is definitely visible in direct pursuit.
Is it gaining, or are we making distance?
You are making distance. There is still you're within hurting reach right now. You're only about 80 feet away, and they are not letting up. But you have a very, very obvious speed advantage here.
All right.
Are you doing anything about this?
I'm going to. No. I don't really have anything to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, as you basically start to continue to pick up speed and almost get to be too fast for this pursuit, you can see the light halt and gather.
Oh shit! Fuck!
And all you hear before it happens itself is a great rumbling roar like thunder as this beam of golden light ripples through the air. And as it soars towards you, it looks like it's making fairly direct heading for the ship itself. This beam of breathing radiance. I would like every single one of you on the boat, as a group effort, lean to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Okay.
Is this to protect against damage?
No.
Is this magical? Would I have
Yeah.
advantage?
This is less a dexterity saving throw for
Yeah. Okay.
you and more for the boat itself.
Got it.
Everybody within 10 feet of me gets +3 to all saving throws.
Great, and I'm going to use my inspiration and roll another d6.
Is that everybody?
Well, if you're within 10 feet of me, yeah. And I'm assuming we're all kind of at the aft of the ship.
I'll allow it for sure.
Or the stern? Stern's the butt. Yeah, stern.
Yeah, it was at the ass.
Yeah, the stern. Isn't it? Stern's the butt of the ship.
yeah, bound stone.
I don't think I moved that far from you when we got onto the boat.
Yeah. Cool. So everybody gets that 3 to their thing.
Dope.
Oof.
25. Oh.
Nat 20, okay.
What is that total with your dex?
Yeah.
Plus yours, it would be a 26
Okay,
with the additional 3.
yep. 26.
12.
12.
9.
9.
25.
Did you add the 3s?
Yeah.
Give me a second to get my 30. Hang on.
Excuse me.
So we have
I have one
26,
other thing I want to do,
12,
if it's
9,
possible.
25.
25, 30.
I would like to do one other thing, if it's possible.
Before this resolves.
Yeah. I mean, I want to ask, would shield do anything to this kind of an attack? Because shield's used for like an attack. But if I were to like do a shield, would that?
I don't know if you can shield like a fireball.
It's not coming at you.
Yeah.
It's coming at the boat.
Yeah. So I just this question. That was my question.
Unless you have a way to imbue that magical essence onto the boat itself.
Perhaps something we figure out how to add later.
Yeah. Yeah. Shield generator.
Or like a fucking like an apparatus in which you could like pump a spell into it, and then the boat takes on
If you do look for that kind of upgrade, it would be that way of doing.
That's fucking awesome.
That's like the way that the railway operates.
One of us needs to be an artificer.
But I will say,
Cast
you guys,
haste on
your
it.
total dexterity save with the big sort of twinkling magic of a nat 20 involved in there is 102. And with that, you like Penelope takes the wheel and is sort of spinning as fast as she can, and you will run to one side of the boat and basically push, and the boat tilts a little bit, so this beam of radiance just skirts the side of the wood. You can hear a little bit of wood fraying, but it just grazes the ship as it blasts off. You see it blitz through a piece of a mountain further off in the distance, and as the boat comes back to sort of center itself, it soars off. And you have cleared the blockade. Let's take a break, guys.
Oh my god.
Drink some water. Well done. Bards is back in action.
Bards is back.
Back again.
Let's come back. Let's just say an even. What do we want to say?
8:50.
50. Nice 10-minute break.
Yeah, nice 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you, 10.
Piss and shit.
Thank you, 10.
Thank you, 10.
Thank you, 10.
We will be right back.
And if you have 2 shakers in both hands, how do you shake? Great.
I'm live.
You got me. You dog, you got me.
Fucking done it.
Hold on, dear.
I know, exactly.
Oh yeah, I enjoy that cocktail, Daddy. It's kind of woody.
LOL.
I
Ha.
enjoy that.
Yeah, it's not
With
bad.
the concept of like, I'm getting a taste of the wild.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good.
Yeah.
we have the barrel stream. And
I want to try that. Yeah.
Right. Without further ado.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, you're here.
Also, thank you for the subs, the anonymous subs, and I think BioWare Babe for the resub.
Yeah.
If I've missed anybody, shame me, please.
I mean, I resubscribed, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Hey, way to go, Woody! You resubscribed.
Yeah, way to go. What do you
Way to go.
resubscribe?
So, just to wind us right back in here, after you narrowly missed this beam of radiance blasting the ship by collective effort, you hear from the from the wheel. Clang, clang. Right, that's quite enough of that. As the ship slows down to a gentle cruise, heading sort of north by northeast. Would somebody please explain to me what is happening and who we have taken on here? The ship is awfully crowded with 8, 9, counting the fellow downstairs.
Who's downstairs?
Who are you?
We had a whole moment. We had a cherry pie somebody.
Oh, that guy. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I thought there was another.
Oh, you know when you bake a pie and you don't want the cherries spilling out, so you kind of like push them up against the side so they're stuck?
No.
Or
For
you-
metaphor's sake, let's say yes.
Okay, when you bake a pie, you don't want it to overflow when you're cooking. So sometimes you put a lid on it for certain pies so it doesn't like bubble up and bubble over, so it ruins your pie. So you put a lid on it. We put a lid on it.
This half-elf woman in like this sort of shimmering veil and like very sleek, angular black armor takes her hood down as she's walking past you, wiping blood off this dagger. We took a prisoner. I'll go check in on them.
Now,
She's
Violet,
the thing.
Ooh.
no, we keep it to a 6 at most. We're not going full 10, all right?
I understand.
Right.
I'm just checking on the situation.
I believe in you. Go ahead.
Of course.
You can check in on my situation whenever you'd like.
What's your name?
Terra.
Right. Intriguing. They just walk down across the ship and down the stairs.
It's none of my business.
Alright,
pie?
Not real pie, but we can make a pie. There's a kitchen.
before we were chaotically interrupted.
I mean, I don't. So, Penelope, I don't know who the people are. We just start jumping into each other.
You don't. Then why are they on the boat? My boat.
Yes, I'd like to know why we're
Your
on the boat
boat is a
too.
very interesting question. We'll circle back on that.
We're not having that argument again.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's-
we're not. We're not having it because it didn't end well last time.
Safe to say that all of this is my fault. But I regret none of it.
Those two things don't add up for me personally. Could I get
Yes,
perhaps a more concise,
Understood.
sharper
So,
explanation?
your friends were stuck outside a gate, and they were giving us a hard time. They were giving us a real hard time. So, I decided to take matters into my own hands and did a couple things, took control of a couple people, and portaled a couple people to a couple different places, and bada bing, bada boom, here we are.
Essentially just said, we showed up, yada yada yada, we started a coup.
Hi, we are on our way. We needed to get past the blockade. It looked like you all needed to as well. We have to go deal with something. Why did you all need to get past the blockade?
We're just going on a.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna stop you there. Don't bullshit me. I need the truth.
Well, I heard you say something earlier.
Uh-huh.
You said something about a cult. Penelope, I mean.
What do you mean, Penelope?
I mean, I don't know what else we're gonna talk about here.
We're going on a. This is my family's vessel of indefinite pleasure.
Oh my gosh, I totally believe you. You said that totally believably.
So you mean this
No, it is a pleasure
It's
vessel.
like a sex ship?
Well, with a
That's
name like the
more or
Gilded
less.
Lily, that is actually pretty.
I'm sorry,
Gilded
Gilded
Tulip.
Tulip, thank
Sorry,
you.
Gilded
Respect
Tulip.
the wheels.
Really? How cheap do you think we are?
I don't know. You're not telling me the truth.
Well, I'm terribly sorry.
I think they are.
How about no, y'all. I could do something that's gonna make us real loose lip, and all of our dirty laundry's gonna be out. I can give us.
I don't think that's.
We're gonna make a no circle.
Whoa. Whoa.
You know what? Actually,
I think we're just gonna
this is a
get off. the
great
boat.
idea. No,
We're
no, I'm
past
afraid.
the thing. Can
No,
we get
no.
off the boat now?
Where are we?
We don't need to be here if you don't want to.
No, I
No,
take
no.
Yes.
I take
I
my
actually
spear and I
forgot.
just tap it three.
thrice.
I forget which number spell it is.
I think it's 2.
No, it's the third one listed. I tap it thrice, and these arcane marks shoot out from the deck and surround us, and we're now all under the effects of Zone of Truth.
Anybody resisting that?
So this is the no circle. You know what's a no in this circle?
What's the spell save on that?
Is there?
I don't have. There isn't one here on the
Hang
on the.
Basically, it's somebody. People can choose to resist it, but you know if that's happening.
My personal one.
Hang on a sec. Zone of Truth says, everybody needs to make who enters it for the first time when it is cast or whenever make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
My personal DC is 16, but this is the Peninsula Claw. I don't know if that changes things.
It's going to be your spell save.
All right, it's a 16.
I fail.
I succeed.
I also
Do you,
succeed.
and you choose to resist.
Yes.
Are you choosing to resist?
No.
So the pair of you sort of can feel that magical energy in your head, and you're able to sort of push it out. Though you are aware that these two have resisted it, you can feel those tendrils sort of fogging your brain a little bit. You cannot speak a deliberate lie.
And now we're in the no circle, and what's a no in this circle is lies. So this is the truth. If you don't want to speak the truth, you can be quiet. That will be respected. But I understand. Now I'm giving some people some opportunities to speak truth here in the no circle.
Well, I was asking you all, what is your business on the other side of the blockade?
Also, you should consensually do these things before.
Oh no, I did not resist it either.
Oh, I'm sorry. You should consensually do something before casting a spell and controlling somebody's
Yeah, I feel like that's pot meat kettle right there.
choices.
I'm sorry, I was trying to help us out.
All right, we're getting off track here.
But-
What
sorry,
is
I
your
can't- I cannot
business?
tell
All right,
lies.
I'm gonna put it
Okay.
all out on the table for you. This is not. This would. I'm sorry. I don't want to put that name to you. You're a wonderful person. I think you're much better than that. This is Ahkki.
Nice to meet you.
So you guys
look
did
like
lie
an
earlier.
Oh no, we didn't lie. We didn't want to lie to you guys. We lied to that douchey
Right.
big man.
I get that, but you lied to them. And
Oh,
what was gonna
yeah.
happen when they came back and
Work in progress.
So, what is your business on the other side of the blockade?
Just getting to that. We're looking for some douchebag named goes by the moniker the Magpie. They belong to this cult. I'm forgetting what name of. What was it? Do I know the name of this cult? Do I?
You do, I would hope so. Compass Blade.
Oh yeah, them.
Do
And
we
I flashed my little ringy.
Compass Blade / Magpie.
You can roll me a history check.
I will do that right now.
Okay. I rolled a 12, and that means 12.
That means a grand total 12. Okay,
So,
12.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is.
And
Terra.
I got a 22.
Yeah, 12, Compass Blade. It's a fairly well-known group of hired. They're not famous by any means, but like if you're looking to hire like professional muscle, Compass Blade is great.
So
Like
they're like a
ex-military.
mercenary cult.
You two don't know much more about them than that, other than that people use that. You've seen people or heard people use that as a status symbol, which doesn't super add up for just paramilitary work. And more to the point, you've maybe bumped into a couple people on your travels within the coalition of Greater Order who talk about this like fancy club they're a part of.
Oh. So it's.
Okay.
Are you saying that you're a part of this?
I mean, we worked for a guy who was part of it, and he worked for a guy who was a part of it, and then we killed that guy, and then we kind of rehabilitated that guy who he worked for. So, from a certain point of view, you can say we are auditors of the program.
We left Iguana by the other one.
Huh?
We left Iguana by the second one, remember?
Yeah, we
Running
did.
books.
Yeah, we did. And hopefully, from what as I understand, he's still keeping him in line.
I would hope.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Oh yeah, the whole point of it. It would be real messy if he don't. But what I'm saying, so we're hunting this person named Magpie. Real nasty dude. Treats people poorly. Takes advantage of them. And that's why we need to get across, because apparently they're somewhere up in this, a Dragon Peak, Dragonhorn, what was it called? What's that city called? I'm not good with names.
The Horns.
Dragonhorn.
Going to the Horns.
Thank you, Penelope. Penelope is my
Captain.
Hi, Penelope. Thank you for letting us on your ship.
Yes.
Now we would never have this ship if it weren't for me, but we will not get into this argument.
She just hands off the wheel for a moment, gives you a nod, because I imagine you're still probably up there by the button at least. So having pressed it, just nice, nailed it. Gives you a nod and steps down the now you can see the sort of rich white fur of the collar, the velvet green trail she's got going on. This fairly polished, wealthy looking bald half orc. Half orcs don't have the third eye, they just have a line where the third eye would be. And she sort of steps down the steps towards the main deck from where the wheel is. I am the Baroness to be Penelope. Oh my god, the last name, where is it?
Dairy Whistle.
I am the Baroness to be Penelope Dairy Whistle, at your service, of the noble Dairy Whistles. This is a Dairy Whistle vessel, modified on a number of occasions.
It was your daddy's fuck boat.
It was my daddy's boat. Whose father's boat was it?
Yours. Man, who made you realize your daddy was a real estate pill of a person?
Yeah.
And maybe stuck it to him and took his boat.
Us.
I'll take an us. That's a win in my book. Thanks.
Great. Well, it all seems like you all are very friendly with each other. That's wonderful.
She's crazy about me. Don't worry about it.
We have to get in between the dragon's teeth. We're looking for a cult. I don't know if it's the same cult, but we're on a bit of a time crunch.
Dragonhorn.
Dragonhorn.
Well,
We'll hitch a ride, and then we'll get off.
Well, how about... we're on no real time frame.
we were headed up that neck of the woods as it was.
I'm always itching for a good adventure,
Oh, no.
Can we trust you?
That's okay.
Can you trust
We
us?
just need a...
Yes,
Wait.
can we trust you? Please, I do not mean offense, but I perhaps like to identify myself as the more level-headed of all. Is that fair?
I believe from observation that seems fair to me.
You had some excellent driving, though. You did a great job.
Yes.
I was the one who pressed the button.
And who came up with the plan?
I don't know what the button does, but if
I was
if
the
that
source of
is-
Penelope's motivation.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'd rather not open up loose ends. I prefer
Penelope,
to
you are a
tie them up.
value member of this team, okay?
Oh, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. All I'm saying is I consider myself the level-headed member of this team. Yes?
When Penelope says that, Zeri looks at the camera.
Wait a minute. Can Xerephina cast fourth wall break?
Yeah.
It's a Halifax.
It's a ninth level spell.
Oh, our dice god.
As it stands, I'll check in with our other crew members here. You met my dear friend Violet. half sister myself. And did you meet Ixen? Dear old Ixen?
Ixen was down below by the time they got on board.
Yeah, he's doing the cherry pie trick.
Well, Ixen not accidentally. Ixen did what Ixen was told, which is wonderful. Ixen, Ixen yipped the wrong skip,
And he's making the pie now.
and now he had to go make a cherry pie downstairs.
What does that mean?
Perhaps, if you'll excuse me, I'll go check on the pie, shall we? And
We got. Hey, wait till the pie's ready to eat, and then we'll go down and eat it. Don't worry about it.
perhaps I'll bring the pie up, shall we?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. You know what? The pie probably wants to air out a bit too, just now that we're on some open sky. So sure.
I will let us stay on course gently towards Dragonhorn unless I am directed otherwise.
Aye, Captain.
She swishes her train, her like semi-cloak, and moves down the stairs.
I
leaving
follow.
the
As I said, she's crazy about me.
Just going after her.
Yeah.
She does it like, well, as she's going down the stairs. Like, you could stay at... No, you...
Come here.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
Suture's here. She walks down.
So what?
I'm turning over the hilt in my hand. Is it like something I might have to spend some time with? Rub a little bit?
It definitely feels magically charged enough that you need to synchronize whatever latent magical energy you have with it for it to function properly.
If we're hanging out, I'm gonna attempt a short rest.
Well, if you're attempting a short rest and a tune, that's like an hour of meditation. If you're going to be like chilling and chatting, that's a different ballpark.
I lead the conversation. No.
So I spilled my beans. What about your beans?
We are hunting a cult.
What's this called? What's it called?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I like that. Okay,
We-
that feels truthful.
Yeah, we were just told where to go.
It's a lich,
Told by who?
a god.
No shit. Which one?
This fucking bitch. I'm still under.
The sky like darkens a shade.
Oh shit! I mean, be careful now. But now, which one? Man, hey, psst. Ahkki, you wanna spill our other beans? You know what I mean?
What
You know
beans?
That's it. That's the campaign. That's all there is to that moment. Like Looney Tunes, the curtain closes. That's all done.
We got a beans in.
Someone clip that shit right now. Someone clip it right now. Right now.
That couldn't have been better set up if anyone had like planned it. That was really
incredible.
You know when you watch a TV show and like the premise is a little funky, but you're with it, and you finally get to like a bit or a concept where like, wow, that's what they found in the TV show around. This feels like what the whole Regolus campaign was set.
Alright, you can't go back. You
get
have
the
to stay
beans.
with us.
Wow. Wow.
You know?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you want to say it or?
I want Ahkki to tell.
You know, Ahkki has a beautiful timbre, so Ahkki, go on ahead.
Wait, what am I telling them?
That, you know, the who like gave us the what-ka-do, you know?
I'm assuming this has to do with the god. If
What?
after we brought up God, you're
Yeah,
now wanting to talk
it's about
a
the
god.
gods, the god stuff, you know? I hold up my fucking harpoon. Who your great grandpappy is?
Oh. Well,
I absolutely hate it.
I'm ready. I'm waiting.
I happen to be a direct descendant of, the god Aldwin, if you've ever heard of him.
You've ever heard of him?
That fuck.
I haven't.
Oh, well, that sucks. Where you been living? Under a rock?
No,
Well, you guys never heard of Aldwin?
I
I don't think I have.
I didn't really pay much attention
Well,
about
isn't
the
it-
gods, and then I kind of got involved in one of the gods, and I don't need another one.
Well, guess what? There's two.
There's 2
Yeah, have you ever heard of
Yeah.
that? Or what's that? He's that beautiful old bowl of a guy. You know, Highland, the patron saint of mortal kind.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Where that coastal town is with the statue and the silver shore?
The exact one. Yeah, that's the one. Actually, that's where we all met. We were with the pirate crew, which leads me to this point. I recognize you.
You have a very recognizable face.
I don't know about that.
She's kind of famous.
I feel like about a few years back, you ran into a buzzard crew and extorted them out of some payment. Am I correct in that?
You're going to have to be more specific.
Did you run with any big pirates of the time around the what is it called? Around what used to be known as Brighthorn. What is it called now? Dusk Point.
Yes.
That's audio hellscape right there. I apologize. Now,
Popcorn and Harry Bow, what a great choice.
Good job, guys.
yeah, I just recognized you. I think you hit my boat one time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you
How
go
is
in-
your old captain?
Well, I don't know.
Going back to the god
Oh, okay,
thing.
sorry. We'll talk later.
I like being honest. This feels nice.
It's refreshing, right? It's the
You-
no-no circle.
I don't even lie.
Oh, are we still in that? We're still
Yeah.
in that?
Yeah, you can't
Oh.
lie, dude.
Oh.
You are a direct descendant of a god? I
Yeah.
find that hard to believe.
I mean, he can't lie.
Look at my trident, bitch.
He's not...
Oh, that was Biden.
Okay.
No.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's the offense in the word.
I mean, there are clearly 3.
Okay.
It's right there.
You're right.
It's in front of
The
you.
trident actively, like, something under the bark of the thing seems to be made of. Like, there is something that glows slightly and looks to be moving within the weapon.
So, have you made a deal with this Aldwin person, or is it just you're just a bastard child of?
I'm not a bastard
That
child.
was kind of mean. You shouldn't just like go around throwing out.
He claimed me.
Oh,
Oh.
and are you doing work for him?
Well, that's why we're here.
Okay, so why are you here?
We're trying to be better.
Yeah, so I learned. I went diving, so I was part of a buzzard crew. I just would dive deep and get treasure from shipwrecks after large ships killed a bunch of people on ships. Real nice work, by the way. And then one day I was diving, I found this, and I kind of like shake out my harpoon covered in barnacles. And I didn't know it. I thought it was kind of cool. I grabbed it, and next thing I knew, I woke up on a shore with a big cow. This big
Is that
cow.
a euphemism?
No. It was the what a
They're
plane
calling
walker
me
form is what he told me. Plane walker form of Highland, the patron saint of mortal kind. And I was like, it's getting real heavy for old me. But Highland said I was the scion of the Zeph line, and that this spear calls out to me and is part of my blood just as much as it is part of his. And so tasked me with trying to take those sinners of the world, you know, people who do bad and aren't doing bad out of malicious, but maybe just because they're lost and they don't know what to do. Like me, like Violet, like truly like Penelope as well, and like Ahkki as well. And we try to make the world a better place by taking those people who are lost and helping them find their path, one person at a time. And that's led us on this path through Ignis, our old captain, who we did put in the dirt, regretfully. And then also Monty Montebank, or whatever his name is. What was his name? Hell. Who's some dude. Monty, who was part of the Gundrum. You guys ever been to Gundrum?
Can't say that I have.
It was the big dwarven city.
Monty Strongbeard.
Yeah, Monty Strongbeard. We kind of in the process of rehabilitating Monty. Now it's led us to here, so we're going to try to find this magpie. And if they are refusing to even go to rehabilitation and consider it, we may have to prune a garden, so to speak.
would the lich that we're hunting have ever been referred to as the magpie in any kind of literature that we've discovered?
I sure hope so.
I will say to you, given the information you've been piecing together from these pieces of paper, given what you were told by Ishtava, there is nothing you have seen that refers to this particular lich as the magpie.
Okay.
The only name you have seen it referred to is Relic. However,
Relic is short for
that isn't to
magpie.
say you weren't told that this lich is in Dragonhorn.
Yeah.
You were saying that there were traces of things here, and something was like momentum was gathering in this place, and Gustavo thought it was something related.
Okay.
That's
We're also there's a person that in my notes of the things that we took, and the egret. Oh, the egret was Monty. Never mind. The egret was Monty. Never mind.
Well, great. Well, if this cult is the same cult we're looking for, then maybe our tasks align.
Oh, well, maybe if we align. And I go and I reach into a bag over to the side, and I pull out this ledger. Like, this thing's, we've only been able to read a bit of it. This is where we got the magpie information and where they could be, and there's a bunch of code, and I was wondering if maybe y'all know code of this. If it's the same cult, maybe you know it.
Too bad I'm not in the room.
Oh,
You should give it to our compatriot Angelo. He's a big nerd. He'd love to read
great,
that.
because I can barely read myself.
If there's not any steamy sex scenes in it, I want nothing to do with it.
I mean, it's coded, so maybe. Just kidding. Right.
briefly switching to Angelo here. You have followed our fine captain Penelope downstairs. These stairs lead to the sort of under deck, which is basically a hallway with 6 rooms, 3 on each side, and a space underneath the bow that is a pretty small but functional galley, and it's where the 2 front-facing cannons operate. You know, it's nothing crazy, but it is what it is. As Penelope's been walking down here, sort of glancing back at you a couple times. What did you say your name was?
Angelo.
And what is it you do with this group of yours?
Well, we work with the coalition.
Why? Never labeled that upstairs.
Well, yeah.
Well, first I'm hearing of it. Work with the coalition. In what capacity work with the coalition?
Well, we did a lot of things for them, and we're lauded as heroes.
Are you? Wait, she stops. Are you a narc?
Am I a narc?
Absolutely not that we have done anything particularly illegal, but
we have the coalition's resources, but we don't exactly. I'm not going to narc because it wouldn't serve me in any good way to do so.
I think perhaps I'm picking up what you're putting down. That leads to my second question.
All I say is we work with them because they give us resources that help us fulfill our personal goals, and it is in finding our loved ones. There's many different reasons for all of this, but
well, you won't have me arguing against that whatsoever.
so we're on a path to doing that, and we use the coalition in a way to help us, and we do things for them as well.
That don't include tattletaling.
Correct.
I can work with that. So why exactly did you follow me down here?
Well, I was very curious. I love seeing new things. Also, this ship is incredible. The tech how?
Well, I mean, if that's something you're interested in, perhaps I can show you. Granted, you might not be able to interact with it in any way, but I could at least show you some of the engine works.
Oh, That would be incredible.
It's behind the stairs, there, where we came from. But that can wait. I have to check in on our cherry pie
I also
situation.
was interested in seeing what that meant.
The song is playing.
Come here. I assume
She's my cherry
they
pie.
brought her to Ixon's room. So she goes down the hall into the room in the middle on the right side, to where the door's ajar a little bit, and she opens it. And it's pretty simple room. This one particularly, you've got the cot there with like one dark brown red sheet. On the back wall you've got a porthole and you've got a symbol. It's a symbol that I think you actually might recognize. It's like essentially of a sun, except where the sunbeams would be from out the sun seem to wend counterclockwise, sort of tilted counterclockwise, and only a quarter of them are sunbeams. It's sunbeams that turn to waves, that turn to craggy, sharp rocks, that turn to like wispy strands. It is the symbol of Sindar above the porthole, along with an armor stand where some of this like large, sort of rusty, battered plate mail that Ixon was wearing earlier is now doffed there. Ixon is sitting on the bed, sort of hunched over like this, just exhausted. On the other side of the bed, you've got Violet perched on the bedpost like this, just staring at the hog-tied and gagged, the hog-tied and gagged Carabestrix in the middle of the bed.
Me?
And Ixon just one moment pulls the gag down. Sorry. Sorry about
No, stop.
earlier.
Wait. I should apologize.
Yes, I think maybe that would be best.
I used magic on you that you weren't aware of.
That was you?
Yes, it was me. I apologize.
Why did you do that?
Well, we weren't getting anywhere, and I was getting impatient.
Do you have head helping magic? My head hurts.
Sure. Let me think about that. I had to flip through my books.
Penelope puts a hand on your shoulder and says, I'll handle this.
Okay. Thank you.
She looks at her two crewmates. May I have 1 minute, please? Could I? Ixon just, go on. And Violet is not saying a word, just staring.
I love that attitude.
As Penelope walks over, and she like sort of pulls this small little like set of almost hand chimes out of one pocket of her robes and starts fiddling with them and chiming as she leans in and just whispers something. And the chimes sort of pick up in volume for a moment as she casts Healing Word on our friend here, on Trix. And as that sort of, her words almost become material and become light and energy, they wend around her, and she... That helps a bit. Where am I? Do you know?
We're on a sky boat called the Gilded Tulip.
That's right. Gilded Tulip.
And we're going to the Dragonspine Mountains.
But we can't go there. We're not supposed to.
Well, that's why the reason why we're able to do this is because of the magic I used on you. And then the commotion that my friend Ignis caused.
Doesn't seem right. I don't really... Perhaps it would be best if we brought her a boat.
Yeah. Okay.
Get the lay of the land, maybe chat a little bit.
Absolutely.
Do you think you can spare her for a moment? Do as you see fit. I got to rest anyway. I did a bit too much. It's a bit much on the old bones, you know.
Gotta go play some snooker.
I'll be up in a moment. Just give me a sec.
Did you do more than bake the pie?
Well, no, it's hard to don't. Please, I won't take judgment on this matter. Not to walk to my shoes a bit, please.
He's an old man.
It's fine by me. That is to say, I'm sure Violet will come one way or the other. So just do what you see fit.
Thank you.
So, could I get a hand?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you help Penelope and bring the sort of slightly listing Trix back to the top deck, and the group of you sort of finishing that conversation about the gods see Penelope and Angelo return with a still bound but ungagged Trix to the top deck as the sky continues to darken bit by bit. And as the sky darkens, off in the distance on Dragonhorn, those little flashes of pale green are becoming more frequent and brighter. It's pretty lights. They look nicer from up here. What are we doing?
We can let you off.
That doesn't seem right. We're very high up.
No, not right now, but like later. You don't. I'm sorry for you having been on board against your will. I apologize on behalf of the crew of this ship.
That's okay. I don't know how I got here, really.
My question is, do you want to go back?
To the can? No. Not particularly.
Right. And I see that is my fault.
Penelope is mouthing to you. Are we taking another stray? In one day?
I
Is that
I give Penelope a wink, and I look at Trix, and I go,
The wink.
Now, Trix, I'm sorry you had a tough day. We've all had our tough days.
Tough for you.
Yeah. And I do apologize for our part in your tough day.
No, my sword didn't work.
You know, sometimes it doesn't work, but you know what? Why? Let's ask ourselves. Why? Why didn't it work?
I pressed the button when I shouldn't have.
Now look at me in the eyes, Trix. Why do you think you messed up pressing that button? It's not your fault.
You're not a killer.
It's because you know what? I don't believe that you fit in this. What? 3rd class dragoon? 2nd class? What were you? I look at you, Trix, and I see a good heart. And I will say this. Bureaucracy, man, they don't always work for good. Sometimes they do, but not always. Most of the times, they're working for money.
Too many bankers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, where's this going?
I'm getting there, don't worry.
I'm lost.
So perhaps some divine being saw you in this struggle of trying to make the world a better place. Because I pretend to hear you. Yeah, I heard you shouting you were going to defend this post because that was your job and you believed that was the right thing to do. And maybe a divine being saw that and they knew maybe you were defending something that is hollow and false.
The mountains aren't very hollow.
I mean, there's caves within mountains, aren't there?
Yeah, but we put stuff in the caves.
Yeah, but maybe what you put in is secrets.
You sound like an evangelical preacher.
We do. They do have those. I wanted to know about them. That's why.
And those could be some very dark secrets, and
Stuck in
maybe by the time
the
you
dark.
learned about them, you'd be too steeped in those secrets to be able to have that beautiful heart that I
Well,
see that you have right there.
To know what they were keeping in
And that's
there. Why they were stuck
and
in the
I
roads.
put my hand on that shoulder. I'm just gonna pump in just 5 points of lay on hands as I do it. We want to go and find out those secrets too, because we believe there is a dark secrets in there that are truly hurting the people of Dragon's Peak.
The world.
The world.
This is tremendously Guardians of the Galaxy. This whole bit.
Oh God.
So what I'm asking you, Tricks. Can I call you Tricks? I think we're there.
Yeah, that's what my friends call me.
Well, we are friends, aren't we?
If I wasn't bound.
We'll get there.
Sometimes friends become
Bounded friends.
better friends whilst bound.
Yeah.
True.
We have a whole room for that down there. You didn't see it.
You do?
It's a weird boat, but we'll talk about. There's a sauna too. It's great, but not the point.
Okay. She lifts her arm out of the binding, scratches her eye, puts it back.
I see that. I'm like, son of a bitch. I go. And that's what looks like. That's a loose cherry pie right there. That filling is spilling out. But you know what? I'm okay with it.
She put her arm right back.
I'm okay with a bit of filling spilling out.
I hate
Tricks.
Gotta put that lid on tight.
I'm asking you to work with us, to work with this band of misfits, this crew, and try to make the world a better place one by one. Not bound by bureaucracy, but led by the heart.
Is that okay? Can I stick around?
I vote yes.
I have no say. This is not my ship. I am not a crew member.
Still holding her shoulders and has leaned her head back and is.
I mean,
I go, yes, of course.
I mean, from the
you are in
beginning,
the family.
I've been a fan of Trix. She's been very helpful
Yeah.
and was just doing her job.
Yeah, it was my fault.
Whatever Trix wants.
What do you want?
Oh, are you guys? If you want to find out what's happening in the Horn, I would like to go see that. If you won't stab me in the back when I'm not looking.
Oh,
No.
well, you don't have to worry about that. If we wanted to kill you, we'll
We
do
would
it right
do
in
it
front
in
of
your
you.
face, yeah.
Yeah.
And we would have done it earlier.
But we don't.
But she said she would, and she gestures up the mast, where inexplicably Violet is like halfway up the mast.
I feel like just
Now, how the hell did she get up there?
I'm sure if provoked, she would
God,
say
I
that
love
to
that.
anybody.
Yeah, that's like a Violet thing.
Don't worry about that.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I would like to stay if you'll have me stay.
Also, it looks like you can get out of the bindings if you want.
Well, I didn't know if it was unkind to do that.
Well,
I
And that's why I
appreciate that.
like you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, get on out of that pie.
She just like takes the arms out and then steps out of the foot bindings. Penelope, you're like,
I'm gonna have a conversation with that old lizard in a bit. I don't you worry.
Oh no, his skills are waning.
I'm going to
Asked for cherry pie, you gave me cream pie.
I'm going to go have a drink, and don't anyone disturb me until I've had the drink. Thank you.
Well,
And
when you
Penelope,
have it, bring it.
Hey!
Okay.
I need my me time.
Yeah, she's very particular about her me time.
I'll bring the liquor upstairs afterwards.
That's what I was gonna ask. Okay. That's okay.
Turns around.
Bye.
You see her hand like she's
Don't mind Penelope. Penelope's a little high strung, but really a wonderful heart and
I
good
like
person.
Penelope.
I love me my Penelope.
Penelope's got her head on straight.
Well, as I said, I'm
Is that in character or out of character?
In character full on. I'm still talking about character voice.
I'm Gareth Vestrix. You can call me Trix, I suppose.
Not Gary.
No, I prefer not.
Okay, you prefer not. All right.
I was trained as a number of things, but eventually as a dragoon. I consider myself a fairly proficient knight enchanter, if that's a skill you need.
Wow.
And I don't think I know any of you. Who are you?
Angelo.
Angelo?
My name is Xerephina. Well, you can call me Xere if it's too much of a mouthful for you.
Sorry.
Terra.
Terra?
Ahkki.
You were never... You didn't have a run-in with the... You were never jailed at any point?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Great, we'll get back to that.
Ignis.
Ignis, Ahkki, Terra, Zeri, Angelo, Penelope,
and
the tired one.
Violet is upstairs.
Violet.
Violet's the.
She's no longer on the mast.
I love. It's like you're always in danger.
You're always in
I love it.
It's like having a cat.
Yeah.
Like,
And then that sweet old lizard down there. What's his name again? I actually forget.
Icars?
I don't.
Actually, Woody forgets.
There's a lot of I names.
That's Ixon. Call him Icky.
Icky, I like that.
Yeah, he doesn't really like Icky, but he
Tricks
tolerates
and
Icky.
Icks.
Tricks and Icks. Oh, I like that.
I'm going to I'm gonna go journal a little bit because this has been a big day.
It's good. Get those thoughts out of your head. Get them on paper. That's a great idea.
Where are you going to go, and what are you going to journal with?
I carry my journals with
Oh,
it's part of
I
my
just-
kit.
it was just
I mean,
kind
do you
of-
not write?
No, it was just
No,
kind of funny. I thought
I
it was,
have
it was funny.
my book and I have my other books.
I was
I,
just gonna go
understand
sit
that.
up by the stern.
Sure, yeah.
We are in the air.
I
You
told
are.
you that we were in a sky
We
ship
were in the.
flying in
I
the
didn't quite. I hit my head a couple times. I think.
That's
We
fair.
are in the air.
Quite a few times I heard.
Yes.
I thought I made it clear, but maybe I didn't.
No, I'm sure you did. Yeah, I'm gonna need to journal for a good moment.
Yeah, go and have your fun.
Well, if you need any assistance with anything, just ask.
No, I absolutely will. And if we have some time, it would seem, and I'll just be right over there. Okay.
I do not.
No,
take my eyes
I'm
off.
feeling apologetic for.
Oh yeah.
Just like watching her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll do it in like a slightly covert way, but like I'm not going to let my attention drift off of the person who is quite possibly going to go be like, "Hey, we're in the air."
Yeah.
So she literally just goes up the stairs to the back by the wheel and sits on the corner of the stern, sort of railings, and sits down there, crisscross applesauce, and takes out a little pocketbook and just starts scribbling things down with like a field pencil.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Question: That Zone of Truth is still up.
She did not resist in any way. She didn't even know.
All right, good.
Yes, Terra.
This is a conversation for family time, so I'll have it later.
I mean, we're all family now.
That's not.
She means immediate family.
Oh,
Yes.
y'all like cousins?
Yes.
They're sisters, and I'm the annoying little brother.
Really?
Yes.
Like for real?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
very annoying.
Hot damn, that's pretty cool. Sure. I mean, Ahkki and I, you want to go down? We can. Shit, make a sandwich.
Yeah,
You're the better cook than I am. I can barely make buttered toast.
Don't want buttered toast again.
No, you don't.
Alright, come on.
Aki's high as hell.
Just like
I love Ahkki.
That's what Alden's blood does to you. You just cook the entire time.
All the time.
Fucking unreal.
as we're walking down, I go like, "They seem so nice," and absolutely loud enough for them to hear.
So yeah, you head down. Three of you. On the deck.
Angelo, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm not trying to be angry with you. I just want you
won't
to
feel bad,
understand the consequences. Your actions have consequences, and sometimes, like right now, it's ended up being pretty good. But other times when you take risks, we figuratively or literally get burned.
Okay. Heard and understood. And in the future, I will warn you before making any impulsive decisions.
That's not how impulsive decisions work.
Right.
Just
but when I
don't
have
make-
the impulse,
Don't make any impulsive decisions. Register an
it's really
impulse,
hard to
and then,
not
if there's
follow-
time, run it by us.
you don't understand my brain. It's really hard to, when it's there, you have to go for it. And I felt, like you said, it worked out.
Yeah, but it. That
To
shouldn't
no
be how we
consequence.
view things.
Yeah, of course. But I will try to be better in the future.
Thank you.
I say this because I want you to be safe. I want to keep you safe, and I want to keep you safe. And if we don't make careful decisions, sometimes things happen. That's why I say this.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
I don't like these people like super much. They're a lot.
They're a lot, but I'm not.
It's kind of funny.
You know,
Yeah.
And I don't think
We got, like, stuff to do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's gonna hinder us.
I
And we may find that our goals are the same.
I mean, I like the ship.
Mm-hmm. The ship is nice.
Penelope seems great.
What about
Full stop.
She's just standing there. Do I seem great?
How do you... No.
I think you look great, and
You
I look
might.
her up and down.
You might be great,
Maybe.
but at this point you're off-putting.
Good.
Do you want us to, like, look away so that you have a chance to, like, disappear, and when we look back, like, oh,
I still feel like she could do it, but just keeping her eyes on
No.
her.
It needs to happen naturally. It's the only way it counts.
So if we just start having a conversation with you, you are obligated to stay.
That's how conversations work.
Not really. You, I mean, like,
Go when you
what if
want.
I was trying to talk to you and I started looking over here to look at that? And I look back? Are you still there?
For now. Because I want to be.
Okay,
I have things to look at.
that's fun. Family talk continuing?
Well,
Over?
We're on the way to where we need to go.
Yeah,
I haven't heard from Ishtabe
That's fair.
anymore, so yes.
we haven't had a chance to discuss it much, but what, we have the same mark on our hands. So I'm assuming that we both made a run-in with Halifax.
Was that the name of the bean?
Yes.
Means.
Sorry. Just had to-
Feel the floorboards rumble.
Come on, you guys hear from under the floorboard. No, we're not making bean sandwiches again.
I don't understand the beans reference.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah,
It's literally just that.
That's it.
Okay.
It's a video of that incredibly bass boosted. And that's it. And that is it.
Is Violet still there?
No.
Of course not. Not that we know of.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you promise?
Have you seen?
What did you promise this bean?
Brace yourselves.
This bean. There we go.
Yeah. He's looking for a stone tablet or something. I think that's what he told me. What did
When you're speaking of Halifax and looking at these marks, that they both sort of vibrate briefly, and that sort of the green triangles on the edges of the circle glow green briefly, and it's in response to that, almost like a call and response. They glow green, and then there's another fairly sizable rumble of pale green lightning in the dark cloud far off on Dragonhorn, getting closer by the moment as the light turns to sort of like a mid-afternoon brightness with these other grey clouds. You see that pale green rumble, brighter than before, and a few wisps trail down from the clouds, followed by a sizable. And as that sizable one sort of breaches the plane that you're flying on, you all feel first this sort of like wash of air, and then a pulse. A very thin pulse of light and energy. It's that same pale green color. You smell moss and decay and like ozone, and it's no sooner than that smell hits you that there is a low whine. You all feel a jolt, and all of the glittering hexagonal golden light of the ship fades off.
Oh fuck.
And the ship begins to plummet. And that's what we'll pick up in a week from now.
Of course.
We're just down there making burritos right now.
What you're doing is making burritos, and your feet start to lift off the ground a little bit as you as things move.
Somebody turn off the anti-gravity.
And it's also
Oh damn!
all of the organs in our body are doing this thing.
the G's are increasing.
The G's are increasing.
Fun stuff.
Fabulous.
What an episode. Wow, this was good. This was a favorite for a long time. I will remember this session. Good stuff. Thank you to our new arrivals today. This really is the icing
been
on
fun.
the cake. I wish you weren't going anywhere. This would
I'll be back.
Really,
I'll be back.
You better be. We need more of this.
The return of beans.
Beans.
Yeah. Ahkki will be
Ahkki's
returned.
nickname is Beans.
The context is that somebody's looking through their cabinet and opens it and grabs a jar of beans and simply says, "Beans, what the fuck?" And that's it.
Okay.
That's the meme.
It's literally
Go look up that video at home if you haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
Because it's worth a watch. It's about 3 seconds. Other than that, that's all for the week. We will be back here a week from now, same time as usual, to continue our adventures. In the meantime, jump on our Discord, jump on our Instagram. This is going to be a baller of a recap, I imagine, in gift form.
Wait.
Yeah. For people who joined in, go check out our Discord because Kyle's doing GIF recaps now, and they're works of
Stellar.
art.
It's a gift.
And
It
other than
really
that,
is.
I will see you all a week from now. We are going to go raid somebody, but in the meantime, tell somebody you love them. Have a lovely rest of your week. Don't, press yourself too hard, but do something outside of your comfort zone. It's important to do that each and every week. And join us for our raid now. Where are we pillaging?
Knights of the Silver Moon.
That's
Nice.
yeah.
Knights of the Silver Moon.
Knights of the Moon of Silver.
That's the eclipse, perhaps.
Love you all.
See you on the next one. Pleasure. We're on our way.
We're on our way.
The chariot awaits.
Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
We have traveled on.
We've traveled on. What a session, guys.
That was so
fun.
fun.